Okay, so back to the Betrayer's Rise. Old Mr. Daku thought it was a good idea to, I think from memory, he rolled a natural 1 while listening at this door. Or maybe he didn't actually open the door. Immediately assaulted by several fireballs which exploded around him. He's been on death's door a couple of times, but he has recovered. Now we have... Is sleep a concentration spell?
It is not.
What is Chemic concentrating on?
Uh,
I mean, it could be from something previous because I know my icons were kind of held over at 1.2, but I don't remember.
Okay, well, let's
yeah,
just
I don't
roll
know
it.
what spell. I don't know what spells Chemic has.
All of her information. Let's get Chemic. Assume she's waiting.
Yeah, it doesn't show her casting anything after initiative, so that's old.
Get out of here. Oh, she's doubly concentrating now. The orange thing behind her is... Alright, so Chemic. Oops. Chemic will... Something cantrippy? Otherwise it's too tricky. Bog! Bog, which one are we concentrating on? We have one asleep. Which one?
The one my moonbeam's on the right.
Good idea. I don't see that. Yeah. Still can't see it. I don't know what to do. Ducks around the corner here by Edward. Flame Skull, though, will continue to snore. Daku, what would you like to do? You're on the ground, prone. You're on 9 hit points.
Well, in times like this, I remember one piece of advice I was given. I am going to bonus action disengage and dash away.
Technically, you don't need to bonus action disengage. There's nobody threatening your position.
Yep, in that case, I'm going to... I can't really move my token right now, but I'm going to move... let's see, have 15 to get away. Am I able to make it to the corner of one of those rooms?
I can move you
Like
somewhere.
just out of line of the fire skulls.
Probably down. You can duck down here behind Yusuf and Thelanil, and that'll be a nice defensive position for you.
Yep, I'm just going to take a turn to recuperate because I've been on death's door like 2 times.
Okay, so you jump
And I'm
out.
going to use my action to hide.
Hide. Okay. I'm going to roll a d20.
Just for now.
How good you're hiding.
D20.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20
Yeah,
for you, so you're welcome.
Oh, sweet.
Pollux, Yusuf, oh my goodness. Once again, not equipped for this. I'm going to let the heavy hitters do it. He's going to take the dodge action as well. Brings us to a flame skull, which is still swaying back and forth under... That was Caspian's hypnotic pack, I believe. Yeah, so they're hovering back and forth. And Thelanil, you're up. There's one...
Unfortunately, the door is just out of range. Because what I wanted to do was, I was gonna come up here. And I wanted to try to pull that door closed, but I'm like 5 feet too far.
Oh.
Would I be able to dash and then try to close it as an item interaction or bonus interaction?
Yeah, it will take a dash, but absolutely.
So I'll dash as my action and then try to close this door.
Door is closed.
Knowing that that's just Edward's a little puppet that he can just bring back out.
Right. Yep. Okay, so you rush up,
And
thump,
then
shut the door. Cool.
let's just leave them in peace for now, you guys. And gonna start walking back out.
Okay, cool. Now, just as a matter of rules, can you see through your shadow's eyes, Edward? Edward?
What was that?
You broke for me. I can understand what you said.
Oh, sorry. Can you see through your shadow's eyes?
No, I can't.
Cool. Okay. Bog, do you want to roll me some damage for a Moonbeam? Oh, nice. A con save 16. So he takes half damage on a successful save, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what's his, how does hypnotic pattern work when they take damage, David?
It automatically fails, so they're no longer affected by it.
Okay. Behind the door, you hear a massive explosion. Just wraps. You can instantly tell, Edward, that your shadow is no more.
Technically, if that was a fireball, it doesn't affect the shadow because it only affects creatures, and the shadow is not a creature. It's the magical object. And fireball only affects objects that are flammable, and magical objects are not flammable.
Hey, good to know. So your shadow is still there. Yeah, your
So
shadow.
just letting you know your face is just so you know your face isn't visible either.
Oh, we gotta have your handsome de invisible. Thank you. Okay, so a big, massive explosion in there, and yeah, that's what you hear from the outside. Edward.
What are we doing, guys? Are we killing these heads? I mean, they have no hands to open the door. Was there something worth picking up there?
I am curious if, I mean, I'm close enough, me and Caspian and Edward, Talon, I'll be able to see and hear that. Is the door, does the door now look any different?
Nope.
Okay. I guess Edward would see that too. I don't know, can Bog respond or no?
Sure.
Let's just say, that's a good point. It doesn't look like they can get out. Maybe we just go.
Well, we've only got a hallway full of traps. I was hoping this would be the place to disable them.
Ah,
It didn't look like there's anything in there other than just those 3 skulls.
You saw a
think
corpse in there.
corpse.
In
Well, if
corpse.
there was a corpse, it's a charred corpse now. It just exploded.
Maybe the corpse had a key or something.
Alright, I'll go check. I go open the door.
Oh, jeez.
Roundabout and roundabout and roundabout we go. And you notice the skulls are no longer sleeping, and they are no longer hypnotized. Mind you, I think if they closed the door, they probably wouldn't have been hypnotized anyway. Is that right, Caspian?
No, they were hypnotized, and they only would no longer be hypnotized if they actually took damage. I'm not sure if they took damage from the fire.
Yeah, if
My
the one did
question-
fireball, you'd assume.
My question, though, if they can't see the hypnotic pattern, are they affected by the hypnotic?
Well, the hypnotic
think he
pattern is
did it.
just in the area. It doesn't come from me. I just create a cube from within the hypnotic lights are visible.
Hey,
And
And I
it's kind
don't
of
need
an instantaneous effect as well. It doesn't actually persist.
but
The
the
effect
lights
lingers.
are still there.
hey.
The lights are still in the room. It's not like
Oh,
a
I see.
beam coming from me.
Oh, I see. I got it. Yep, cool. Okay. But regardless, they are not hypnotized. They are not sleeping. Edward, so you open the door. 3 flame skulls.
3 flame skulls. Opening the door was technically an action or a bonus action?
Just a free action. So,
A free action.
yep.
Oh god. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let's try. Let's try. There's a big problem there. Let's try and break it up. And I just gonna swing with Alexander on one of the skulls.
Hey, which one?
The one on the right, I think, is the only one I see. Oh, wow, how can I roll a 5?
Phew. This great sword is
Second
just not working out for you. Oh my goodness.
Not much
Another
better.
swing and a miss.
5 and a 7 to roll. Bonus action, close the door.
Sure.
Okay, can I close the door? And I move here.
Open the door.
Right, yeah.
Like, whiffs
that
it
didn't work.
twice. Okay, cool. Caspian. Sorry, did I skip? Yeah, Caspian. Still concentrating on hypnotic pattern. What would you like to do?
Well, I think this. Yeah, well, I assume I drop the spell if I see all the creatures no longer
sure.
on the effect of it.
Okay.
Because then it doesn't do anything. Does the door open inwards or outwards?
Outwards.
Hey. Bog. Maybe just an ID. Just move the moonbeam left to right for another minute, clean sweep the room, and hopefully they're all dead.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm just gonna stand in front of the door and try to keep it closed.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. For your...
In my strong suit.
Yep. Okay, 13. Noted. Not too bad. Okay. Cool. You just put your back into it, holding it closed as best you can, hoping nothing pushes from the other side. Bog.
So, while a moonbeam doesn't say I have to see the beam to move it, and I know generally, like, I know where it is, and I want to move it in front, like, just kind of in the middle. So I would just move the moonbeam.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Yeah. Right abouts. I would kind of do it to where, like, I could see, because it casts off some light, so I'd kind of use the light under the door to, like, find a way to position it to where it's,
Sure.
like, kind of in the middle like that.
Yeah.
And then, I'll take a few steps back as well. And just... End my turn.
Okay.
That'll be, so Moonbeam has been up for... I see it having rolled damage twice for it. It goes for a minute, so that's
Heaps of
two
time.
of
2 of 10.
10 rounds. Yeah.
No matter what happens, this is over before 10 is up.
Okay.
Okay, what Kimmik's going to do? Firebolt, but... Firebolt. Going to hold a magic soon as the door is open.
Okay.
First thing she says when the door is open is that. Okay, I need a con save from a flame skull. Roll damage for that. Rolls it. 21. The moonbeam. 7. Oh, man. There. Okay. Something. Taku! Hiding around behind the corner on 9 hit points. What do you do?
Well, I see that everybody is trying to keep the keep the flaming skulls in the room and kind of just try to end the combat. So Daku is going to. Who's closest to the door?
Caspian at the moment. He's got his back kind of holding the door shut as best he can.
Daku is going to shout to Caspian. Hey, Caspian, Sorry, I don't know what that was. Hey, Caspian, make sure that you lock the door. I'm not trying to fight him again. And I will give him Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
I'll try.
And then, I guess bonus action, or I don't know if it would be a bonus action, but I would like to look around to make sure there are no other hidden doors with skulls behind them.
Okay, you have a quick scan around the room. So as your actions, no other doors. Just these row of blades to the north. Kind of worrying.
Okay. With that, I will end my turn then.
Okay. So, inside of the room, against Alexandra, and do a fire ray. What's his armor class?
Again, does fire ray require target the creature? Because that's a spell, right?
One target.
All right. It's either 16 or 17.
Yeah, well, so 13.
17.
13 misses, but the next one, 21 hits. One hit point, Edward blinks out of existence. I think I need to do this con save. I didn't do the con save for this one. Save rolls a 19. 7 points of damage. Oh, I will make it 8 since. Pops out for a second. You feel the door turning, and something is trying to open the door. So what was your roll? Was it 12, I think? Yes, no, 13.
13.
Okay. Pushes really hard and rolls a 7. Here, a frustration from the other side. Thelanil.
I come down here to Aku. You look pretty beat up after those fireballs. You should really be more careful. And
Yes,
gonna gently place. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Gonna gently place her hands on him and give you 10 points of healing. Lay on hands.
Nice.
19 on. Thank you.
Yes, you're 19. Yep, cool.
Yep, I kind of just learned that I'm a long-range fighter today. That does not feel pretty. But thank you.
Okay. Nice, Thelanil. Keeping Daku in the game. Once again, you feel something trying to open the door, Caspian. With your 13, roll again. 4. You hear more just frustration from inside as these things desperately try and open the door. They are failing. Edward.
Caspian, for the first time in his life, actually feels strong.
And you can see on the other side, yes, it is with their teeth. Biting the door handle and trying to push their... To be fair, it's a skull, right? It's a literal human skull, so there's not a lot of mess going on here. A dinky Edward, what would you like to do?
I move here, and is it literally just a door? I want to inspect these statues, see what they have.
Okay. Investigation. So the statues, I mean they are swollen, worm-bodied abominations, each with 3 arms and the hairless head of a howling fang-toothed man, wearing a crown of spikes. Do you read Undercommon, Ed?
I don't read anything.
Oh, well, so there's some squiggly lines at the bottom. And yeah, that you notice.
Okay, if I can, I'll tell Mr. Prolix. And you might want to have a look at this. Maybe this is a clue to getting out of here.
All right, I'll be there in just a moment, Edward. I'm coming.
And since that was my action, I will bonus action call Alexander here.
Okay, perfect. So Alexandra pumps into existence. Okay, this sound would be a good thing for Alexandra arriving. There is Alexandra appearing. Okay, so Caspian, I'm going to give you a choice. You can re-roll your strength check if you like, or you can just hold there with your 13. Keep in mind, you do have bardic inspiration. What choice?
I'm gonna hold it like it is, and I'm just gonna call out, somebody please give me a hand.
Holding there with 13. Nice. Bog.
Can I get out some rope and tie it to? Okay, so can you explain to me how the door opens again? Is it like if I tie something to the handle and pull it towards us, like tug of war, will
Bad
that
idea.
hold it, or is it? Okay,
Swings out
so it opens
towards
outward.
Caspian. Yep.
Okay, so he's pushing on it.
Caspian is very much pushing on it. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I'll walk up and just like put my full back against it and like brace with my legs and hold it closed as well.
Okay. Um, ugh. I don't think a realistic way for these flame skulls to survive. Spoiler alert, they have -5 on their strength score. I'm going to say since Bog is helping with throwing his hands his back against, they're going to have disadvantage on their strength rolls. And I don't out of this crap. I think you guys have done it absolutely perfectly. You're just going to sweep and sweep and sweep Bog until they're all dead? Moonbeam?
Yeah, I would probably hold it like in the same spot for like 2 rounds at a time and then move it slightly, and yeah.
Okay, so you swing your moonbeam back and forth while your back and Caspian's slightly bent back, up maybe a little crooked back, but you hear them just screaming inside as the moonbeam just whoosh, whoosh sweeps back and forth. And after a while, the cackling ceases. Guys, a very good trap. Congratulations. Oops.
Come inside here and just kneel down in a prayer for the spirits of these flame skulls. That hopefully they found some kind of peace.
Okay.
Oh, Bog, that's nicely done. That less singed than I was expecting after seeing those creatures.
I will open the door as soon as I hear like the sound stopping, and I'll say, Ah, thanks, Caspian. You were holding on to it for a while. Let's get in there and check and see if there's any lever or keys on that corpse of some sort.
I'll also check on those statues.
Okay, well, so Bog. We'll do Bog first. As you go in there, yeah, there is a corpse in there. When Naku opened it, it looked very desiccated, like very old, but not quite yet a skeleton. Can roll me a d20 4 times. Okay, so are you going to search the corpse?
Yeah, I would search the corpse, whatever it remains, since someone suggested that, and then also just look around in the room for any other thing that might help us get through that hall of razors.
On the desiccated corpse, or now charred corpse, you find 22 gold pieces. You also find 4 vials in them. 2 of them have purposely been smashed, maybe by these fireballs going around. This is what your D20 was for. And 2 of them remain. And you look at the ones that have broken, and it's this little pool of blood. Each one of these 2 stoppered vials contains blood.
Okay, I'll pocket that, and then is there anything else in the room?
An investigation check.
Okay. And I don't know, have we determined anything about guiding myself?
Guide yourself, absolutely.
Okay. So I'll do investigation and guide myself.
Guidance, okay. 17. Yeah, you have a look around the room. Apart from the desiccated corpse, not very much.
Okay. So then I would I'm curious, like when I look at the flame skulls, or just the skulls at this point,
Uh-huh.
what do they look like?
They look like just human skulls.
Okay.
Fire inside them, there's just 3 skulls there on the ground.
Okay. Then I would just, what would Bog do? Bog would probably close the door and walk out.
Okay. Okay. Shut. Walk out. Yeah, tell us, what is the new guidance spell, Bruno? How does that work? I'm curious.
It's no long, it's a reaction. I was just typing it out. It's a reaction now whenever someone within 30 feet of you fails an ability check. And so reaction, 30 feet, but when somebody chooses to roll that d4 for their ability check, they can only do that once per long rest.
Oh.
They said guidance was becoming like very spammable, and also people were just saying like anyone on the team who has guidance, they were just adding d4s to everything.
That's fair, I
So.
think. Guidance does get spammed a lot.
I'm torn though. I think I would probably play it like the d4, like you can only succeed an ability check once per long rest with the d4. Otherwise, I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, weaker. That's probably how I would do it.
You do it 1 cast per your spell casting ability modifier. Like your probably wisdom, right, Bog, and +3 or something,
Well,
so you can do
yeah.
it 3 times
Well,
a day?
It's a reaction cantrip. It's a actual cantrip still. So you could still spam it. It's just, I don't know.
Once per day doesn't
torn.
make it sound very trippy. Anyway, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Prolix.
Maybe like one,
Mhm.
or maybe a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, like a lot of things have been.
Yep.
Well, you can, like, the caster can cast it unlimited times a day, but the recipient can only use the d4 once per long rest.
Oh, the recipient.
Yeah. So I would probably rule it that like you can only receive that, a recipient can only receive that benefit once per long rest. So at least like you have multiple shots of making it work.
Yeah, Interesting.
Or maybe you can only have uh, one check pass per day.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Like if you use your D4 and it still fails, it doesn't
You can-
consume your usage for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like
Frolics.
the change
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Guidance.
interesting.
It's just a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone's just taking it because yeah, he just has a D4. It makes sense. Like imagine you're a priest and you're going there and blessing the people, right? You're just aiding them, but you're not making them all succeed automatically. If you see someone fail, you could use the deity to help him. Probably doesn't break a bone, but it doesn't. Yeah, you can't do it all over again to the same person.
And if there is a spell that
Makes
gets
sense.
spammed a lot, it is guidance.
Oh yeah.
Edward, you wanted me to have a look at this statue for you. I must say, this is a very esoteric, strange language. So I'm not surprised you can't read it. Anybody who can read Undercommon, so read it. What it says. It
That's
says,
fine.
Edward,
Yes,
revel in the pain you inflict on others. Relish the pain you suffer yourself as an offering to the crawling king. And for those who don't know, by the way, these statues here are statues of the crawling king, god of enslavement and torture.
Was he a cool dude?
No, betrayer god. Very uncool.
I would show Prolix and Edward if he's looking at the statue. I would pull out those two vials and I would say, "These look to be like blood. There was a couple broken on that corpse in there. I'm thinking we likely do something with these. And do I see any sort of like bowl or cup like we saw previously?"
Well, what you see, these blades, they're not moving, but there's a lot of them. And right at the end here by the double doors, 8-inch tall canister made of trent.
Well, why don't you give me the files?
Well, aren't you worried about these blades?
That's fine. I'm resilient. You could heal me up. I'm careful. I'm small. They're not gonna hit me.
Well, why don't we throw something? Let's take a couple steps before that, maybe throw something down, see if the blades come out.
What
Or
happens
just
if Alexander just moves in?
Uh,
I move my hand and pull the tethers and then swing him into the room.
the blades
Move
start
like a
twitching. And no matter what Alexandra rolls for his dexterity check, he's going to take more than 1 point of damage. Oof! Just gets shredded. And you notice the corridor is kind of like one of those funky carnival thing that starts moving back and forth. Sitting him there again. Oh, okay. Yep. Just gets shredded. How many
Damn,
times
it's
can
hard to get him through.
how many times can you do your shadow?
No limit.
Oh, no limit. So if you want to endlessly torture Alexandra, you have the perfect means to do it.
Yeah. He's
Does,
just a spectral image of my puppet, so he's really like just a ghost.
How do the blades like? Do the blades like shoot out? Does like it close the walkable path with the blades like closing in? How does it work?
Okay.
I'm gonna try something different if I can.
But one sec, I'm just going to retcon the description a little bit. All these daggers are quivering, just shaking a little bit in place. What you notice when Edward went up is that the blades didn't actually twitch. The whole corridor twisted on its side, like rotated left and right in seemingly random direction. Eventually, Alexandra just
And
fell himself against the blades.
there's blades top to bottom.
Oh yeah, top to bottom. There's just rows and rows and columns of these.
A bug. What would have happened if you become something really small,
Well,
like a spider?
I would have to make sure it's something that can't, because like we would have seen this, right? We would have seen the corridor kind of like start turning on itself.
Yep. Yep.
So feasibly, I think we would understand like you would basically have to find a way to like not lose contact with the floor. Like you'd have to be glued to the floor almost to be able to like not get thrown around onto the blades. Is that right? Like the floor is always like it's just rotating. It's rotating, and if you could stay in the same spot, you'd probably still flail around and hit the walls. So
And my comment is certainly try.
right. My worry is the second I get in there, I can't be transported back like Alexander here. If I go,
Is there sorry, Bog, is there like a safe spot at the end where the floor doesn't seem to move? Where this vial is, or whatever, this translucent glass thingy?
Goes all the way to right up next.
well, I think we would know, right? Like we've seen Chemic like teleport people, so I'm curious. We wouldn't know for sure, right? But it measures 70 feet. Chemic, how? Come look at this corridor. Is it too far for you to do your teleportation magic to send someone down there to quickly drain this blood into the crystals?
90
Teleport
feet.
them. Feet, yep. Tiger, or the tiger set. Quite. But yeah, I could teleport someone up there. For sure. Two blades up there though. Hard. I can certainly try. Do we have any volunteers?
I grab the
Um,
vials from Bog. Yeah, send me. Send me. You never teleported me. I want to see how I feel like.
Chemic,
Alright.
Chemic, wait. Are you able to do it twice in case he gets stuck?
Like 3 times. It's a second level spell. I have one more second level, and I need to tap into my third level spells.
But if we send Edward, then Edward can just leave his shadow back here, and he can always come back.
I'm afraid that wouldn't work. My magic, the tethers, they don't stretch that far. If they go too far, I lose control of the spectral image of Alexander, and it just. I can bamf him in, and at least he'll gain me some distance.
Ah, okay.
That's 30
Well,
feet,
maybe-
right, Edward? 30 feet?
If at the end of the turn I end up more than 30 feet away from him, he disappears.
But to visualize that, that's kind of the tether between Alexander.
Yeah, so I could be there. I'm not gonna be there, but that's
Yes,
as
sir.
far as I could be.
One more
Well,
step in it.
Even if you can only go halfway, you'll still be stuck. I say, Edward, if you let's have a code word, a word of sorts that can trigger Chemic to. You just tell Chemic maybe to transport you back if you're getting jostled around in there.
Right, if I shout turtle, turtle, please bamf me back.
I
Kimik
don't
asks,
suppose any of you have any. I don't suppose any of you have any platinum rings on you, would you?
Nope, sorry.
Certainly not Bog.
Let me check. And you see Edward just go through a lot of stuff in his inventory.
most of
He
it
has
lint.
all sorts of stuff. Du- 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 Oh, sorry, I haven't come across one. Right, we're doing this.
Let's try it.
Alright, so
I take the vials carefully.
explain to me, says Kimmick, what exactly are you going to do with these vials?
There's a recipient at the end now. I'm just gonna pour it in. Hope for the best.
Alright. Okay, are you ready, Edward? I'm going to teleport you.
As ready as I can be. Wait, do I get sick?
Why would
I
you
look
get
at
sick?
Daku. Seems like he's been teleported a lot of times. Do you normally get sick after being teleported?
Aku?
I don't know if is he here.
He moved his
Transferring
stuff.
to his computer.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm just in the process of driving. Stuck in traffic. Can you repeat what you said?
Do you get sick when you get teleported?
From Gimmick.
I don't know. I've never been teleported.
From Kemek.
Bamps you around
Okay,
the
I
room.
have been teleported. It's like a soft, queasy feeling in the mind and the stomach, but other than that, not really.
Alright, I haven't had lunch anyway, so yeah, I should be fine.
Okay.
Yes, just make sure you keep your feet planted, otherwise you'll be teleported head first.
Bend my knees.
I say that to mess with Edward.
Squat a little bit. Put my bum out. I'm ready.
Okay. Now,
Go get him, Tiger.
I'm going to ask everybody to roll for initiative, just so we can keep some semblance of control here, so everything happens. And while you're rolling initiative, this young man is
Roll for initiative.
telling you to roll is my foster son, a guy called Riley. He recently won a national award called the Peter Bryce Henderson Award for First Nations students who are showing great pride in their culture, celebrating their culture, and using their... one of the things he does is he sings songs to sick people. Won a national award and he wins $500. Very proud of him. So that is this guy.
Roll for initiative.
Great young man.
Awesome. Want me to roll initiative for you, Daku?
Nope. I rolled a 22 on D&D Beyond.
Got a 22. Okay. Daku.
So I think roll 20 kind of froze up, so I have to roll from D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm not able to select my token here.
Okay.
Ooh,
Delano,
21.
Wow, look at all these 20s. Amazing. Missing. Oh, there's... Oh my goodness. Amazing.
Alright, guys. No need to rub it in.
What? You only got a
You can roll
17?
fives.
Well, 17. That's great, but my goodness. Okay, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to say, we're going to start with wherever Kimmick. She's going to kick this off. Alright, Edward, you want to go right up next to the canister?
Yes, please.
Okay, off you go! Vroom. She teleports you right in front of the canisters. Okay, so feel free to move you up there. And as soon as you kind of appear in this teleportation space, the thing just starts shifting violently to the left and the right. It'd be easy to keep your balance if you could predict it, like if it just went left, then right, then left, then right. Sometimes it goes a little left, sometimes it goes hard right, then a little right. Very, very hard to keep your balance and see how well you do it. It comes up. Caspian.
Caspian will just wait to see what happens when the vials of lobbed Cat 14.
Okay, Bog.
You also skipped me.
Oh, sorry, Delano.
I don't think it's in quite the right order, or it got skipped or somehow.
You oh, that's fine. So we'll do Caspian first, then Delano. Oh no, Delano, then Bog. Delano, have a turn.
I'll just come here real quick, right up to the entrance, and I'll just. I can't hold a bonus action, can I?
Nope.
Unfortunately. This is a bonus action, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna hold my turn right here to see what happens with Ed.
Okay. Did Bog get a turn?
No.
Caspian
Okay.
and then Bog.
I said Bog, and then we'll get to Edward.
Well, Caspian first, right?
Caspian.
Caspian and then Bog.
Talking Caspian, you're muted.
Yeah. No, sorry, I already said that I was just waiting for Edward.
Okay. Bog?
How tall is the ceiling in that passage?
10 foot tall.
10.
10, yep, 1-0.
I am 7 feet. That doesn't help me. I can't actually. Yeah, I'm also just gonna hang out here. Yeah, I mean, what does Edward look like at this moment? Like, is he falling over into them? Can we tell?
He is stumbling around. He looks as though he's going to take some damage from it. It's a matter of how much damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out then and wait.
Okay, so, Edward, make me a dexterity saving throw. 10, not good enough. So you're going to take this much slashing damage as you fall against his blade. Just starts cutting you up. What would you like to do?
Trying to keep my balance. I grab the vials. Do I see the recipient where do I see where it is? And if I do, I'll put the blood on it.
So the canister is open from the top, so it should be very easy to pour these vials in. What's interesting that you notice, Edward, that it's cutting up and little cuts are appearing on your skin and blood starts pouring out. There's some blood starting to appear in the canister. It only looks a little bit full, but some blood is already in the canister after you cut up.
Okay, after I pour the vials in, how full does the canister look like? Halfway?
Well, first of all, you're being shaken left and right. Make me a general dexterity check, please.
Is this like a sleight of hand kind of thing?
I'll give you sleight of hand.
Damn.
Okay, you try one after the other to pour these in. One of them unfortunately slips out of your hand and just smashes on the ground. Two of them go in six. At an estimation, it looks about a quarter full after you've two cans. About a quarter full.
Okay, with my bonus action, I swap position with Alexander.
Okay, so you swap position. Alexandra instantly gets evaporated, and yeah.
And once Alexander is there, at the end of my turn, he disappears because he's too far away.
Okay. You were up here, or did he disappear? Far away.
And the wording says if at the end of the turn,
Okay.
and that was the first end of the turn where he was too far away.
Alright. Okay. So you did it before the end of the turn, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's only like a fourth of the blood required. It seems like we need a whole lot more.
The vials only filled it up a fourth.
the the vials plus some of my blood. It seems like whatever damage is done by these blades is also feeding the canister. Um, um, I know it's painful, but if we could have something big with a lot of blood to sacrifice, I think the door might open.
I think I have an idea. It's not my turn yet. I don't know what's going on with initiative, but I have something.
No one's in imminent danger, so we'll keep this initiative order, but just do whatever you like.
So I will just walk, or will I walk? How will I do this? Yeah. Okay. I will just. So I'm gonna wild shape into a giant octopus,
Okay.
and I'm going to just walk. I only have 10 feet, so I'm rather slow. So I'll do it right before the entrance, and then I will walk in right into the middle, like not into the middle, but like just right here in the blades. And first, just kind of see what happens. I'm a little hesitant to just start cutting myself, but curious to see what happens. So 10, however big a giant octopus is, and he's just here in the middle of the passageway.
Giant octopus for you. And let me get control of that. Okay, so you should be able to control that octopus now.
Cool.
Wait, are you an octopus or you summon an octopus?
You would have seen me turn into an octopus. My big old tentacles flop out and suction on the floor, and then I slowly, like, whatever the noise would be. I'm trying to think of the noise, but yeah, suctioning up off the ground, and yeah, just seeing what happens. I mean, I have a lot of mass here. I have a lot of service area to get the blood, but I'm just gonna see what. I'm a little hesitant to just start cutting myself on purpose, so I'm just gonna sit here for a second.
Okay,
See what happens.
so you sit there. So we're going to start the initiative order from Bog. Then it's going to go Edward, Darkuth, Eleanor, Caspian. As an octopus, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, this one I would still try and make. It's 21.
21.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. That was Bog. That wasn't the giant octopus.
I tell you what, 19. Your roll. I think that would be good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
What's a 19? And the giant octopus has a +1 to Dex, so it would be 20.
Okay, so you take half of this. 13 points of damage. And as this octopus goopy blood comes out, you all notice canister at the end starting to fill up. So, is anybody going to do anything, or we're just going to let this octopus get flayed to death?
Do we have any blood in this room? Like, is the demons? They don't have blood, right? They turn into this black thing.
Thicker, almost like tar.
How far is
There's none around us, right? We didn't fight any here.
not in this chamber?
Right, now it's too late. I was gonna try it since I took just a few damage. But Bog here, ouch, just hurt seeing. Those blades cut.
Right. So, Edward, are you going to do anything with an action?
Yes. I close my eyes and I actually, where I was bleeding from, I do touch the blades and give a bit more of my blood, and then I'll use second wind to try and heal back.
Rules as written says you need to start your turn right in the blades.
Fair enough. No, I won't do that. I'll just look, closing my eyes, opening one eye, seeing this octopus being flailed,
Huh?
not flailed, but turning to sushi. Um, it's painful.
It is rough.
Not much I can do, really. Sorry I broke one of the vials, Bog.
Two of the five. Okay, Daku, you do anything?
I think two of them also got destroyed in the fireball.
Yeah, that's
If
what
I'm
happened.
honest, I don't think there's anything I can do per se, other than just stand on the sidelines and go, "You guys got this."
And you guys would know when I go, like, when the animal feasibly dies, like Bog comes back okay. So, although I didn't explain that, I mean, I think you could probably infer that's what's going on here.
Yeah, we've been with you for a while, but yeah, I don't think I can do anything. So I'm just gonna stand to the side, maybe next to Thaliana, maybe next to Caspian. I don't know, but just kind of off to the side, letting y'all do your thing.
Okay, Thelanil.
Really okay with just letting Bog as this poor octopus just kind of taking all the pain.
Emic,
Uh,
somebody, go, Bog! Sushi for dinner!
wait, I
Caspian.
wasn't done yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to bonus action disperse into Stardust to go. Oh, I can only go 30 feet. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna go 30 feet
Can you
into the
pass
corridor.
beyond me like that? I feel like I'm probably taking up the whole space.
I basically misty stepped past you.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you misty
And
step. You
then
want to keep your balance.
as a dash action, I will 40 feet towards the door. I'll try to hold it open when it if it opens up.
Ooh. Okay, so misty stepping over there, dashing, hoping to dodge the blades, but we'll see what happens as you teleport to the other side. Caspian. He's got his ruler out.
No, that's someone else. Caspian will just wait to see if Bog transforms back and say, just get out of there when the octopus form stops, and then we'll take it over.
Right.
And he will just stand on the edge of it,
Hey.
just ready to pull him out when he transforms back.
Cool. Okay, Bog. So we can have a prepared action. If the octopus turns into Bog, you'll just yank him out.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I like it. Bog, dexterity saving throw as an octopus.
Well, I really didn't want to like let myself take the damage, but if I notice Thalanil down there, then I'm probably thinking now two of us are going to take damage. Let's just get this over with. So I like using all of my tentacles will just like slam myself against the walls and stuff, and I'll like fail the dexterity saving throw to just take the full damage.
Okay, you can take 18 points of damage then. There's a canister at the end to fill up, but it's still not full up. But throwing yourself around. gruesome and gory, but I like it. It's a good idea. Edward.
Borg is still in the way.
Get past him if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just concerned that the door opens and we can't actually get to it. So if I can, I'll action. Is it half movement to go through him?
Nope. Teams do that rule. I don't. Pass through.
Okay, I'll dash.
Okay, so you dash up there. The corridor is twisting and turning once again. Moment.
And I can't see now. Everything's grayed out. Maybe a source of light was removed. I just refreshed and can see again.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you dash up, running forward. Okay, nice. Daku. Watching the show, Daku?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm a bit too injured to risk my neck through those dancing blades as well, but I'm just still at the back, coughing and wheezing and letting everybody know how good of a job they're doing.
Okay, cool. Thelanil. Wish to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, please.
Okay. Make a dexterity
Strings of
saving throw.
Coralon keep me safe.
Cool.
Whichever one goes through first, we'll just use that one.
Okay. And
Ooh, 21.
the other one went through first, though, didn't it? Oh, first it comes through. Okay, it's 21. Okay, as you dodge back and forth, for the most part, you dodge the blades. Take half of that, you 9 points of damage. The canister is getting full, but it is the 3/4 full by now. Okay, so that was the start of your turn. You get slashed by these blades. You still have your actual turn then.
Uh, don't think I have anything to help me. I'll just stay where I'm at for now.
Okay. Watch the canister still filling up with everybody's blood. Kimmick says, go Bog! Okay, Caspian, I'll help if he gets too damaged, but we'll pull him out together. Okay. Caspian, anything else? Caspian, your turn. Muted David.
I know. I was just packing stuff, so running back to my computer.
Of course, of course.
No.
Okay.
I think Bog is doing a very brave thing, and I'm not throwing myself in there.
But you're still holding an action to drag him back if he turns back into Bog?
Yeah. And you just hear him muttering, "Oh, you bloody fool!" But fucking A. Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Cool. Bog, you gonna throw yourself against the blades?
Yeah, I'll do it one last time here.
Okay, so this time you take 20 points of damage. Mr. Octopus is gone. Take 2 points of damage yourself, right?
Yep. And I mean, I didn't move at all, so
Well, Kimmick and Caspian both had an action to instantly pull you out the moment you took Bog.
yeah.
So boom.
And I would also kind of, yeah, I would also kind of jump too. So
Oh,
it kind of.
Okay. Well, they pull you out, so you're there. You've got your action and everything left. Okay. Canister is almost full, but it isn't.
Okay. Well, if it is not full and they're already down there. Oh man, I don't really know what to do.
Caspian will say, "Heal yourself, you idiot."
It's a good idea. I'm worried. Do you think we'll have much time to get down there? I'm worried about like Prolix having to go through that. But yeah, I will. Actually, I'm not going to heal myself, but I'll say, yeah, that's a good idea, and then that'll be my turn.
Alex has just been watching the whole time. Got him drawn attention. Oh, this is okay. I'll do what I must do. Maybe we can disable it. I don't know. Edward.
Just be ready to run.
Okay.
That's
okay.
all I say.
Okay. Get himself in a sprinter's position, ready to take off. And Edward, it is your turn. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Coming right up.
That is not good enough. All of this. 18 points of damage. It starts slashing and slashing and slashing. And Thelanil, in particular, you notice the canister is now full to the point of overflowing. Edward, this is your turn. That happens at the start of your turn.
I will move towards the door.
Yep.
I tell it no. And you can see that Edward is really bruised. His face has got cut. His clothes are torn to shreds. And let's just open this door and get done with this. I'm gonna try and open the door.
Slide the door open. Two things happened.
Ooh.
Number one, the blades start quivering. They're not humming. Okay, you still got some more. And you see just, these are just 5 foot wide stairs of black stone descend down. Can't see the bottom.
Oh man, just when I thought this would all be done.
So before too much time gets away, the second I see those doors open, I'm gonna grab Prolix's arm and yell back to Daku and say, "Hurry, let's get to the other side."
Okay. So you have, I'm not going to tell you how enough time, but if you dash and run through like that way, you can get to the doors easy enough. We're out of initiative order. And we'll say you're standing up here. Staircases. Let's say they descend down and down and down. See the bottom.
Well, let's start heading down, I guess.
Well, can I peer over the top of the staircase and look down? Is it dark?
Yeah. And
do we hear anything when we come into this room? Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check, Bob.
Okay.
Oh, wait, before anybody gets too far ahead, we should take a couple minutes to catch our breath.
Do I hear anything with the 22?
Here, scream. What appears to be screams of. So I'll say once you point it out, everybody else pays extra close attention. All hear scream. Some man.
Does it sound really close, or like on the bottom? You said
on the bottom. But lucky with your 22 perception. You hear the faint sounds of someone screaming, definitely from down below. Once you point it out, everybody else picks up on it.
I'd love to stop
Let's
and
save that
rest.
person instead.
Sorry, go on.
What'd you say?
I'll let Thalanil talk.
I'm sorry, I'll let Ed talk.
I'd love to wait, but it sounds like someone is in danger. And I start rushing down the stairs.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll start following after Edward.
Okay.
I'm gonna
A
take
bit
up
slower
the back.
in her
Okay.
oversized armor.
The stairs descend. They're fairly easy to descend. It goes down a full 100 feet or so. As you get closer and closer and closer, you hear the screaming just gets louder. Group you guys up so I can move here. Hold still for a second.
Well, some of us are falling off the side.
So feel free to position yourselves on the stairs you're here. Edward, you're rushing out. The screams are just getting louder and louder. And before, feel free to go into the room, but I have a cool handout for this. Allow me to explain it a lot better. So hard to find.
Do one of you have a light source?
I think Thalanil does, because I can see wherever she goes. I can see.
Yeah, Thelano. Nope. Oh no, Thelano is throwing light. So Thelano. See nothing, Bog?
I think I cast light. I think I cast light on myself when we entered.
Okay, so it's
Okay,
coming off
yeah.
Thelano.
So I'd kind of stay. I'd pull up the caboose a little bit because I can still wild shape into something else. So I'm not totally hopeless here.
Okay. So find this art because it's ah. Good. Go. I'm gonna post it in Word. This. There we go. This is what you see in this room. It'll be Discord in just a second. And allow me to describe exactly. So, this awful wailing noise gets louder as you approach this chamber. A beam of light from above illuminates a statue in the middle of the room. The statue, made of pale marble, is shaped like a man on his knees. Arms pinioned behind his back, trussed up in chains that cut into his skin. Hooks like the corners of the figure's mouth, pulling his lips away from his teeth, and smaller barbs encircle his eyes, holding the lids open. All the while, a hideous noise comes out of the statue's open mouth. Yet still, its expression is one of ecstasy. A double door made of iron is set into the creature's chest. The surface has no. A triangle, each side 40 feet long, is carved in the floor around the statue surrounding it. At the end of the triangle's points, a stone arm jumps up from the floor with its hands outstretched.
Is there any betrayer god for torture?
Pollux also, yes, Torg. Remember the statue we saw above? Torg, the betrayer god, was one of suffering and torture. he had.
I think this is yet another room for yet another betrayer. Ah, I now understand why this is called a betrayer's rise.
In this picture, there's a person in front of there on the ground that we don't see a person, right?
Uh, no, that's one of you.
Okay. So there,
I
so there's
I
like this sound coming from the statue.
Just screaming. Ah! Just
Yikes.
continuous.
I'm gonna try and I beckon everyone to stay a bit further behind, and I shout to the statue. Hello?
Ah! Ah!
Before Edward gets too
Ah!
close,
Yep.
also maybe this happens simultaneously, I would just holler out like, Edward, that screaming wasn't somebody in pain. It's just a statue. We should regroup at the stairs and take a rest. I don't feel. I don't feel. I feel uneasy in this place.
I'm just making sure that there's not actually someone inside.
Well,
The screams are coming from the statue's open mouth. That much is
How high is the statue?
statue.
picture looks like a good like 60, 70 feet.
Yep. Yeah, the statue is 50 feet.
Okay, if it's 50 feet, I'm gonna stand at the base of it. I'm gonna move Alexander all the way up to the mouth, land it on the mouth, and
Edward!
swap places with him.
Edward, as you approach, I'm going to have you make me a wisdom saving
Alright. Damn it. Why do I have to play the guy with no wisdom?
throw. Wisdom
Okay,
6.
that's a 6.
I had in another game, a guy rolled the 46 method and he managed to roll 4 ones. He has a wisdom of 3. Don't feel too bad. Good. Can everybody please, words of my son,
I'm
Roll
sorry,
for
guys.
initiative.
It's okay. It's Edward, not you.
Oh, damn it. I really can't roll.
uh, you're rolling for a Staku? Are you able to do that?
Yep.
Keep
Although
an eye,
this
on D&D.
this probably seals the deal on Edward not getting to have a hand in tactical decisions.
I like his boldness.
I don't think that will stop him.
Okay, Caspian, I see you're in here. No, you're, but that's cool. That is everybody in. Okay, so I'm going to have this kick off with none of you really know what's happening. So we're going to start the turn order actually at Edward.
So
Edward,
this started when I stepped in front of it, just so I know where Alexander would have been for this.
you're right there, right exactly where you are.
Okay, so as soon as I step there, Alexander would have been next to me then. Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
Eleanor, man, you've never really liked Thanimal, Edward. She's new. Why should you trust her? She's appeared here and everybody's just trusted her mindlessly. Why don't you go attack her with a melee attack, using your action that, in your opinion, will deal the greatest amount of damage to Eleanor. So your
Okay,
job
well,
here is to do the maximum amount of damage using only melee attacks to Thelanol.
So you see, Edward was going towards the statue with Alexander right next to him, the great Alexander and the stinky Edward. And as he reaches there, he turns towards Thalanel. His eyes probably not himself, and he just jerks his hands towards Thalanil. And I know you're off to get us, and I attack you twice, and just watch me roll natural 20s.
Using Great Weapon Master. A 12. Swing and a miss. Dodge out of the way, Thelanor.
Or not. So
What?
at least I'm consistent.
Wow. So you see Edward just losing it, and but you dodge out of it, no problem at all, Thelanor. If there's a way to roll terribly, what did you roll on the dice? 11.
I rolled a 3 and an 11.
Oh, okay. So dodging out the way, these massive blows land either side of you. Caspian, what do you do? Edward is plainly not himself.
It must be just a joke. Now, shooting it, and I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter. So he
Okay.
needs to make a... I believe it's another Wisdom save.
Uh-huh. Yep. Wisdom saving throw, Edward. Okay. All right. So you immediately fall prone. Yeah. And start laughing.
And you're incapacitated.
Okay.
Okay, so just
Prone
laugh.
and incapacitated.
Uh-huh.
Or
Okay.
just incapacitated.
Both.
Both.
Okay.
But incapacitated, you can't take actions or reaction. Okay. Thelanil.
Does this look like Edward or Alexander?
Alexandra in front of you.
Alexander.
Up it.
Edward, what's gotten into you? Get a hold of yourself. She's gonna come over. And what kind of check would it be to try to investigate what's going on with Edward? If I can see anything wrong with him.
Well, plainly something is infected as Edward is a sweet young man. Something in his mind. I'm going to say make a check.
Ooh, I'm not very good at that.
Don't know.
Nope.
And can you make me a wisdom saving?
I'm pretty wise.
This, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but the screaming is just continuing. Ah! It's just horrendous. I mean, just this constant screaming that's going on and on and on. You're made of sterner stuff, maybe. Used to the screams of your foes falling. But you're fine. But you used your action to try and check on Edward. You couldn't work it out. The bonus or any movement, if you like.
I used all of my movement to get up there. Means I can't dash because I had to use my action.
Bonus is available.
However, he clearly doesn't like me for some reason, so I'm just going to. What? I am going to cast a sanctuary on myself.
Okay, nice. So sanctuary goes up. You're protected. Nice. So concentration. It's not even concentration. Okay, cool. But of course, if you attack or anything like that, you trouble. Okay, cool. Bog, what would you like
Good
to
thing I don't attack.
do? That for
Is when Edward went prone, is he prone up 50 feet up in the air by the mouth?
Oh, he didn't get.
No,
He
on the
didn't
floor.
Lol, I never got there.
got there, but he is
Laughing
on the
on the
ground,
floor.
laughing uncontrollably. Right, you didn't. He didn't actually get there.
Okay. Um, 25. What's my speed? 30. Well, if he's currently incapacitated, I'm just gonna yell to Thalanil and say, pull him out of there and drag him back this way. And I don't think I really have anything else I would want to do. I'm keeping something on my sleeve just in case. But yeah, my action will just be hollering to Thalanail to get Edward out of that area and bring him back this way.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Gimmick is going back. It cure light wound. Doesn't. Oh, she's not going
She's
to
a wizard.
that. Oh, she's a wizard. You're right. Just total. I'm thinking druid, but yeah. Well, damn it! I want to have Edward, but I don't want to get so close. That screaming is just too much. I'm gonna roll a d20 on a 1 to 10. She's gonna go over there. Ah, no! No, the screaming! It's too much! I can't! I just can't! Daku.
Daku just typed to just skip him.
Ah, okay. Edward! So, you need to make 2 wisdom saving throws. So, well, let's do the hideous laughter, and it happens at the end of your turn. Yeah, so let's do the end first. First wisdom sec for hideous laughter. You're still laughing, and at the start of your turn, make another wisdom saving throw. Backwards. Another wisdom saving throw. Yeah, screw Thalanail. You're laughing, but man, you really need to get some swords attacking her. I said you're incapacitated, so no actions, no reactions. You continue to giggle on the ground. Caspian.
As soon as I'm done laughing about Cassian's joke, you're dead. You're dead.
Very good. Okay, Caspian.
Well, this is just uncomfortable. Can anyone get him right again? I don't know what to do now, guys, and I'm just doing nothing because I really don't have a clue how to help him.
Okay, Thalanail. The screaming continues. Did you save last time though? You know how to avoid it. You like?
I'm used to the voices in the astral sea. So do I need to make another wisdom save, or am I good?
No, it's one of those things. If you're immune for it for 24 hours. One thing you do notice,
Edward. Let's.
I'd say one thing you do notice, Thalanail, your passive perception of 16. Now you're getting a bit closer to. It's rather disgusting. On each of these hands, like maybe 5 feet in or 10 feet in diameter, is just pools of pus. Each one of these things, like almost like a thin flap of skin, and just horrible pus. Each of these. Okay, Thalanail, what do you do?
Yeah, Edward. Let's get you back to safety and try to restore your mind. And she'll kind of take hold of Edward and try to drag him backwards.
Edward get a say in this.
I don't get actions or reactions, right? I'm just prone. Incapacitated is like sleeping.
Don't get action, reaction. That could exist. I don't know. What do you think, guys?
I mean, if I'm up to get her, she's trying to get me out, I would resist. But if I don't have actions, reactions, do I have bonus actions? I just lost my turn.
Technically, resisting isn't an action or a reaction.
No, I think you could resist, so it first would be some kind of grapple check, and then to move him.
Because it's not his action. Not his actions. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Edward, you can resist.
I could try to make a contested grapple.
Yeah. So both of you make athletics or acrobatics checks. Use leverage or strength.
Natural 1.
Not necessarily a failure. Example A. So for the first time ever, I'm going to give a cheer for a natural one because it succeeds.
I couldn't have rolled any worse.
And I think this is something they're
I'll-
changing in the new rules as well. Natural ones on ability checks are automatic failures. At the moment,
They've
they're
already
not.
they already changed that though.
They're experimenting. A lot of people didn't like it.
They're
Changed in-
evolving. So like last playtest they had that, but this playtest that's no longer the rule.
Oh, okay. But the rules as
So.
we have it now, ones aren't automatic failures, right? Because I'm just
Mhm.
standard 5D. Okay, so
Unless
no.
it
Attack
unless
rolls.
it's high the 7.
doesn't. That's a natural one. So you try and how does a laughing Edward avoid the grapple from Thalano?
I'm kicking and worming, laughing, coughing, probably running out of air, laughing maniacally whilst I say, "You hold still," and that's a nice joke, Caspian. And I don't know,
I'm-
you just missed me. I just roll left as you try to grab me, then roll right as you move to the left. Yeah, just
I'm just
dancing.
envisioning someone who's actively being tickled to death, like some child you're tickling, and they're just trying to squirming their way out of it. That's the kind of vision I'm seeing now.
Yeah, nice. And by the way, David, that's a genius spell for the situation. Well done. Very good move. Okay, Thalano, that's your action. And to grab hold of this screaming worm. It's laughing.
I can't get a good grip on him, guys.
Bonus actions?
Unfortunately, the only thing I think that might fix him is also an action. Actually, no, that's not. Yeah, I don't have anything for him.
Alright, do you stay where you are?
Sorry, Edward, I can't fix you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here to see if I can figure out what to do with about healing these hands.
Okay. Bog.
What exactly can we see in these hands, these statue hands again?
Pools of pus with like a layer of skin on top of them. Which is kind of odd because they're marble hands, but they're covered in pool of pus.
So Edward is currently still incapacitated, laughing on the ground, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna try to look at him over there, and I'm gonna try dispel magic on him. Don't know if this works, but it's one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Yeah. So I'm hoping this is a magical effect of some sort.
Okay. So make me a spell modification is wisdom, right? Just make me a wisdom check.
We'll probably also dispel the laughter on him as well.
Ooh. Or magical effect, so you can choose a magical effect. So I assume you're targeting the laughter.
I'm targeting. No, I
No.
would be targeting whatever. I'd be targeting whatever made him attack Thalano.
Bloodlust. So you cast dispel magic in particular for this curse that's affected Edward. Edward, that Thalano, man, she's got it coming. You still hear him screaming bloody murder at Thalano.
That was my action. I'll take. And then I'll get right up and kind of bend down to get ready to grab Edward back my next turn.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Okay, you hear the screams and they're infecting your ears. But you're listed. Well done, Bog. Kimmick says, I was such a coward last time. He's going to run over there. Whoops. Run over there. Grab hold of Edward as well. Wisdom. Fire. Oh, actually. Here. Save as a +5.
Nice.
He's going to drag Edward. Oh, actually, let's make it contested. Is going to acrobatics to try and leverage you out of there, Edward. She rolls a 14. Beat or match a 14.
I also want to kill Kamek.
No, yeah, Kimmik, man. She should get her hands off you.
She should.
Okay, she tries to grab you. Ah, Edward, you fool! Just get out of there! She's dragging and dragging this scream once again. Ah! Goes all over the place. It's not good. Daku. Daku?
He said skip me for now, but I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's just getting to his computer.
Okay. You're with us, Daku.
Hello.
Okay.
Here. My laptop's updating, but for some reason Discord wasn't reading my mic. Anyways, how far am I from Edward?
You are about 25 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna walk forward to Edward, and I'm gonna slap him in the face.
Okay, you can make me a wisdom saving throw, if you like.
I mean, if I like, right?
You can make me a wisdom saving throw.
18.
18. Okay, so the. Oh, actually, this should have been charisma saving throws this whole time, but we'll just. Oh,
I mean, it's just a straight 18. I have a +0 modifier, so I can add a +3 and make it 21.
that's fine. I'm not going to unretcon the whole thing. Yep. Okay. Yep, Daku, you go up. You're going to try and grab Edward and drag him back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics check. Same with you,
You
Edward.
already know. Oh, you beat me. That's a 10.
Oh, this guy, man. Very, very
Hey, I'm
hard.
at half health. I've been through an ordeal.
Okay. They try and drag him. Doesn't move. Edward. Let's do your kill everybody thing first. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, okay. Still want to kill everybody. Make another wisdom saving throw for hideous laughter. Oh, consistently. So Edward remains in the same state, laughing, wanting to kill you all. Caspian.
Well, that's just not going anywhere. What do I see down this tunnel south?
You can't see the end of the corridor from there, but it's a straight corridor down. As far as you can.
Yeah, that's just my turn. I'm just gonna keep an eye on this tunnel. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so just dashing down into the tunnel, having a look down. You see just down here, Caspian, it is turning to the right, or the left. Turning to the west. There we go. So it's not a straight corridor, there's a turn in it. Elenil, what do you do?
Has he still not come to his senses?
Oh.
was hoping to save this to heal us all on a break. And she's gonna say a prayer, and she's going to, what is it? Harness divine power to turn the channel divinity into a spell slot.
Okay.
I believe. I get one spell slot.
Ooh.
Oh, I can only get back a first level spell slot, so never mind.
Okay.
I thought I could get back a second with that.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
Eleanor knows your abilities more than you do, so Eleanor would have.
Yep. Unfortunately, please forgive me, Edward. We just need to knock you out for a little bit until you can calm down. And we're gonna cast sleep on Edward.
Okay, roll your 5d8.
Oops.
22, you cast the sleep spell on. Believe does not go to sleep.
Nope.
Oh, does Edward have more than 22 hit points?
As
Yep.
Wow. You are a hardy, Edward.
If it makes you feel better, it would have worked on me.
Then you go to sleep because. Oh, did you choose
It goes
again?
from the lowest, but I probably would have centered it on an area that I wouldn't have hit allies.
It would be funny if Bog goes to sleep instead.
Yeah, I cast sleep and like half the party passes out.
I assume you would have cast it up here, right? The point of origin somewhere up here. To the north, so
The
that's
point
fine.
of origin would have probably been like around here somewhere.
Casts. Edward's doing a lot of things at the moment. Apparently, he's not in the mood for sleep. He's laughing, he's got a bloodlust in his eyes, and he continues to thrash around. The DM's going to take a bonus
Angry,
action.
he's laughing, he's thrashing. He does not want to sleep. He's like a fussy toddler.
Prolix is going to take an initiative turn as a bonus action. Eleanor, you can't sleep. Feel free to move. He's still laughing and hollering. Bog.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him away. I'm just gonna drag him back as far as I can.
Same thing. Athletics/acrobatics versus each other.
Now, since he's so small and I'm so big, and I count as large, determining my push, drag, lift limit, do I get advantage, perhaps? Or do I even have to roll? Maybe I'm just so strong.
Actually not, because... No, you don't. But
Would you say acrobatics or athletics?
yeah, your choice. Edward is squirming to avoid. You're just trying brute strength, but he just slips out of your hand like an MMA contest, right? You're trying to hold him down, but he just twists and turns and gets out the way.
Couldn't Kamek just teleport me all this time?
Yeah, but
Oh!
I mean, yeah, Kimmy can just like vortex warp him away, can't she?
Kimmick
It's so
will
funny.
do that.
Everyone's just
We're
trying to
all
grab
just trying
me.
to wrestle with Edward, and Kimmy can just like teleport him.
Are you sure, guys? This is a 3rd level spell. Do you want me to do it? Just tell me the word.
I'll kill you, Kamek!
Ah! And with that, she
I
does
say
cast
let's.
this spell.
Okay.
Where do you think Kimmick would dump him?
Can Bog say somewhere down here in the stairwell?
Okay, Kimmick will just move there so she can get line of sight on it. And then Edward would get teleported over here, the base of the stairwell. Edward, Make me a wisdom saving throw to avoid killing everybody. You kill one first. Apparently it didn't work. Still want to kill people. Make a wisdom saving throw for hideous laughter.
I believe he also gets a constitution save to avoid being teleported.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
oh,
I
okay.
would want
Make a con save.
Natural 20? No, natural 1. I haven't rolled above a 10.
That's weird though, because as a player you want to succeed on the kill one, but fail on the laughing one, right? That would be cool. But Edward, you get teleported over, you don't even notice you're laughing so much. And man, screw whoever did that. Screw Kemek. Daku. Moving him apparently didn't help. This is interesting because Edward's wisdom is so crap. So.
Hey, I'm sorry, Malcolm. I'm gonna have to be right back. Something just came up with my sister. I have to go get her.
Okay, so we'll just have you holding an action, dodging as you go. Okay. Yep. Family first.
Yep.
Family first. Okay. Caspian.
Oh, bonkers. Let's just check the other hallway.
Sure.
Same thing, corridor with a corner.
Turning to the south.
Hey,
I think you can take a short rest and I won't be able to get out of this.
with how you roll,
Exactly.
seems legit.
Well, hideous laughter.
It is
Probably.
How long does it last for?
I think
Up to a minute. But Caspian used your dash to get over there?
Yep.
Frolics. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't like this. Let me check. Maybe I can do something. I don't know. I'm panicking. And he's going to cast Mage Armor on himself is what he's going to do.
But he hasn't done that yet?
No, he hasn't. Here we go. He cast Mage Armor.
What
boosting
kind of
him up.
mage is Prolix? He doesn't cast mage armor and he's been down here all this time.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He goes, dashes over to this corner. Valinil.
I definitely can't reach Edward now.
Go for the
I am about
pass.
capped out on what I can do.
Go for the pass.
Phrase nobody wants.
I try to heal it.
Okay, with like a cure light wounds type of thing. Cure light wounds, I will point out as touch.
I'll go ahead and reach out and touch the hand to put a 1 point of lay on hands on it to see if it does anything.
Can't reach the hand. You'd have to climb up the arm to.
Oh, is there no pustules like down by me?
Right on the palms of.
How tall are the hands?
Twink. We're at different heights. One guys, twink.
Okay, so I am going to Starlight Step.
Yep.
It functions almost identically to a Misty Step. There you go.
Okay, so that's as a bonus action. Okay. Boof, you land right on the palm of the hand. Almost. Do you mind touching the pus? Or are you going to avoid the pus?
I'll try to land not on it, but I'll reach down and place my hands on it to do 1 point of lay on hands to see if it does anything.
It's definitely squishy in a disgusting way, and you reach down and tap it. Touch of healing into it. Make me a perception check. Well, sure with it. Tiny amount of watch the pass. It's hard to say whether. bog.
Can't tell if I did anything, guys.
The bog?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, the same. If I see Thalnil trying to heal that one, then I'll throw a healing word on it.
Yay. 2, 7. Make another perception check, Valinor. For now. Doing absolutely.
It doesn't appear healing does anything, Bog.
And there's no. What's Edward's status again right now?
Laughing and wanting to kill everyone.
Where is he?
He's
over
down
in the
here on the landing.
Oh, okay.
bottom of the stairwell.
Um. Well, I'd hate for any of us to end up like that too. And I'm almost tapped out, so should we retreat and regroup? I'll just like take a couple steps back. I don't want to be too close to this thing. And that'll be my turn.
Hey. Kimmick. Oh, all we seem to be doing is burning up spell slots. Like this. I'm just gonna wait. See what happens. First wisdom saving throw, Edward, to kill everybody. This is one you fail. You don't want to kill anybody anymore. Still laughing. How does that look like, Edward? Well, actually, make another wisdom saving throw. Stop laughing.
Natural 20!
You are yourself, Edward.
Yeah, that was the end of my turn, right? So I don't have actions or anything.
Ah, you can say something if you like.
Let me just think what he would do. He would suddenly like stop, not laughing, not moving, just thinking about the past 30 seconds. He will get up, move close to the door, and tell to the rest of the party, "We've all seen what happened. Let's not talk about it anymore."
Darko says, "You traitor, I'm gonna kill you!" and stabs you. I'm kidding. So Edward seems like himself. That's it.
Can't be
Well.
in senses yet, Edward?
I'm sorry, Thalaniel. I don't know. These wailing sound, this screaming of pain, has just got into my head. I was possessed by a bloodlust.
Well, healing those hands does nothing. Have we tried destroying them?
I don't think we've tried destroying them yet.
You want me
I
to
was gonna
destroy
try
anything?
to. I was gonna try to cut into them a little bit. Maybe if we can remove the pustules.
Okay, you can make an attack roll if you like. Stab at the pustule.
Try to stab at the pustule a little bit. Try to remove it. A dagger.
Roll. You'll need to attack them. Oh, 17.
And I also have another attack, so I'll try to stab again too.
Okay. Okay, the first one you kind of push your dagger up and try and get it in, and it gets it in, and a little pus just starts leaking out and splashing on the floor. Try and do it a second time, it doesn't quite pierce the skin on its pus. If you
Can I
like,
attack
though.
the pus on this hand with Alexander?
Sure.
Just float him up and attack.
Just to make it easier, um, there's no active threats. If you'd like to work to actively us from all of these things, there are rolls to be made. Eventually, you're gonna. Is that what you do?
Yes, I will keep here and make Alexander float towards the hand on the left, and keep
Okay.
it clearing out the pus.
So Edward, Alexandra, Thalanor, you just pus just leaks off the hand and splashes down onto. It's just thoroughly disgusting. As the last,
Caspian will take the third one and just firebolt it
sure.
from a distance.
So eventually, you're like almost cauterizing the wound, Caspian. Rusts over and eventually, this only takes about a minute or so. Eventually, the pus is this triangle, circle, both start glowing. Doors, chest of picture.
That did something, guys. And he's a bit reluctant because last time we just caused a lot of problems. Do you want
Shall
to go in?
Go into
Somebody
the.
besides Edward should go in.
I'll go in.
Let's see. I'm 20 feet up. I can
Caspian
do.
will
Make a
move in.
wisdom saving.
Didn't change into the charisma one.
Oh, sorry, charisma. Yep, you're right. Charisma saving throw.
Because that is so much better.
It's charisma to avoid going mad, wisdom to stop going mad. Charisma to start with.
Yeah.
But you're right. Okay, so you have to climb up sort of on the thigh of this statue. You have a peer inside, Edward.
I'll kind of get off the statue that I'm on.
Sure, you don't have to do. Very narrow spirals straight down.
Well, it's definitely a pathway, guys.
The question is, his Prolix, do we walk into the heart of Torig? Check out these other corridors first.
I think first we probably should rest for an hour.
Make it 2. I'm starting to see red.
Last time we took a break in this place, 2 giant demon monkeys came up and attacked us. I did not come out better than I went into that rest.
The last
Yeah,
time
if
we
we
came
get-
here, I nearly died, so
If we
I'll
get
follow
attacked on
whatever
our,
you
get attacked on our
advise us to
short
do.
rest.
Sorry, go on.
If we get attacked on our short rest again, I'm probably gonna come out worse than if we don't take one. I don't know about the rest of you guys though.
Yeah, I suggest going in. Not sure if anyone has a bit of healing, but
I do. The only
Breaking up, Daku.
Yeah, you're cutting out really bad.
Oh, cool. Kimmick's joining us. Tell you what, I need to help my kids with something just briefly. It's something very important. They want me to do Xbox password for them. So why don't we take a short break ourselves, give Kimmick time to join in, and go from there. Okay, so short break,
All right.
passwords, and we'll see you guys in
See you
5.
soon.
Hopefully he feels better.
Get the
Yeah,
lemonade.
thank you. Thank you.
Lemonade.
It was very sudden, so it got me pretty scared. Like, what are you feeling? What are you feeling? And he was just basically almost passing out in front of me. I was like, what should I do? And then basically I just stayed with him like as much as I could, making sure if he needed to go to the hospital or something. But he's fine now, just getting some sleep.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Okay, so let's pick it up.
Chicken
Did they
soup,
give you a
please.
synopsis, Sarah, of what was happening?
yes, they have.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
Go in.
Well, that was a decision. Go down into the chest cavity.
No, I'm voting.
Oh,
I rolled the
okay.
dice. I'm saying that. Yeah, I think Caspian is right. It's not safe here, guys. There's laughing noises, there's pus, there's demons. I think if we want to take a rest, just get into this chest, and maybe we will all be done soon.
If we can close those doors, does it look like the doors close behind us, or they're just like huge doors that open with the hands?
One of the people up there, Thalano Caspian, hold of these double doors, try to move. And just
I also
Can
don't
I already
think that
give the...
closed doors would ever be safe because we've seen things come through the walls.
Do we also think going deep inside this thing is safer than going down one of these passages? This doesn't scream safe.
No, but I
I
think we
feel
have to get to the heart of this place.
I
Yeah.
feel we're getting closer. I
Nothing
mean,
about this place is safe.
there's
It's
only
not.
so many betrayer gods to create so many rooms, right? Well, they must be running out of gods. I'm sure we're there soon. Whatever
What are
there is.
Yeah, it's been like such a long time since we first entered here. What's our goal in here again? Just like hoping something happens to us that we learn more about Alexius or
I
whatever.
thought we were. I thought we were helping the professor here explore the place.
oh yes,
And
No.
trying
that
to
is helpful.
get. We're trying to learn more about the Jewel of Three Prayers. It was also the only item that opened the doors into this place, so
Yeah, we
um,
had a vision from Alexian. He was chained and he asked for help. And yeah, we're trying to figure out. We were told or led that maybe here we'll find more answers. And
Yeah,
that's why we're
there's
here.
people do not stumble upon vestiges without a reason. There's no place in Jorhas where the memory of the calamity lingers more strongly than in Bazozan. I guess it makes sense if we had a vision of him like chained down, this would probably be like, you know, something that would guide us towards there. So
What were you looking for?
Alexian.
we all had a vision of this this powerful warrior from before the calamity.
He was
Just trying
blessed
to,
by 3 gods. The Moon Weaver, Avandra. That's not right. That doesn't sound right. Let me just check my notes. And
Yeah.
Edward would know, he has good intelligence. He's just not very wise.
Do you guys think that if we pray to the jewel, then maybe we can have a sense of direction in here?
Do I see anything especially evil
Se-
or dangerous nearby? With divine sense.
No fiend, no undead, no.
He was the champion of Selenine, Avandra, and can't remember the third one.
we don't know the third one.
But he was a champion for the gods back in the calamity. But we saw him in pain. We saw him chained with these red chains. He beckoned for our help through. Oh, look at Caspian.
Uh,
Through
if
something.
if he's chained up, do you think he's attached to the statue at all? And she'll point to the statue with the. What's the picture? I think the picture had chains on it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know anymore. This place is messing up with my head. The sooner we get out, the better. I just
Um,
have this feeling that whatever's in that this statue is what we're looking for. And I only say that because I said even we go in.
Malcolm,
Yes.
can I get a sense of this, of my jewel of pointing me anywhere,
Um,
giving me a direction?
you remember initially I was kind of giving you a slight tug in the direction of the Betrayer's Rise? A hand
Mm-hmm.
on your chest.
Okay. I
All
don't know
right, guys.
exactly where we need to go, but I just feel we have to find something here.
Ah, finally found it. Here is the list.
It's so cool that we're right at the chest. It's such a nice art.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
art for this.
it's really, really nice.
Oh, really nice in a horrific type of way, but yes,
Yeah,
artistic.
yeah.
I mean, the art is nice. I'm not sure if the art it's depicting is nice.
Just puts the right mood, you know, like the light on such a harrowing vision. It's really cool.
Well, we can go deeper, but we're going to need to rest at some point. So we should keep that in mind whenever we find we have a good spot. I don't even know if we make it out of here without resting. And we're going
I'm
even
not going to
further.
be able to get much back unless we actually rest the night somewhere.
Most of my powerful spells are gone as well. Um, I would like to be able to trust my chronal shifts. Um, I can't promise much at this point. Maybe the third time we get into this place, we'll have a clearer direction.
I
If
don't
you're
think
really
we can
hesitant,
leave
if you're
and
really
come back.
hesitant about continuing,
So
Bob, I
you're
can.
saying, wait, or you're saying to leave and come back again?
I don't.
And trust that by the third time we'll be quicker, I mean, in finding some clues.
This place
Or,
can change
yeah.
every time.
Didn't
I think.
they say third time is the what is the expression?
Charm.
The charm?
The charm. So
It's
maybe at
already
the yeah.
it's already changed quite a bit since I came in here before.
It will drain us every single time we take a step. Um,
Oh, look, Bog. I know things are not looking very nice, very well, and I'm also beaten up. But I think you'll need this more than I do. I give you a potion. It's a potion of heroism. Caspian says we go. I trust him. Like, if you don't feel like if you need an extra juice, I recommend you drink that. That gives you 10 temporary hit points, and you're under the effect of bless.
Well, I think we all have that, so you can keep yours. I have mine still.
and Thalanil, you were able to give us quite a bit of a pick-me-up speech last time we were in here. Do that again for
Was I
us?
able to? Did I actually give that speech on this visit?
No, the last visit.
So you still have that speech. Last visit.
So, Colonel will uh, try to raise everybody's spirits, just urging the press on just a little bit farther. That whatever we seek should be just ahead a little bit farther, and everybody should gain. After 10 minutes, you should get 10 temporary hit points.
It's every one of us.
Yep.
Oh, it's up to 6 people.
Oh,
It's okay.
Um,
You need to do it for me. I'm not frontline. Daku can. Fine. Bollocks.
Nice. Okay.
I'll also abstain from taking it. You all are more hurt than I am. One,
Total is
two.
count
7
Alexandra.
total, including Prolix.
Oh, I was
Oh,
counting
6.
Alexander.
Great. 5 of you. Yeah. 6 of you.
Yeah,
Prolix
I was
will miss
counting
out.
Alexander as a separate person.
Prolix will miss Daku.
And if we continue, I can turn 2 people invisible, so they can be a bit safer for the start. Not being seen is usually a bit of a defense as well.
Prolix suggests, well, don't actually know what's at the end of these corridors to the west and to the south. Maybe someone can sneak and have a look at the very least. What the question is?
Um, we could. Um,
I don't mind sneaking in. You can stay at the entrance. I can go ahead if you don't hear me shouting. Wait for my signal.
I think Daku's a little more stealthy, especially if he
Plus
were
10.
invisible.
okay, let me turn you invisible, nonetheless, so maybe you guys can just go together, both invisible.
Alright then.
And that's going south and east, right?
Corridors.
Just looking down there.
Okay, so you're going to do that. Cast Twin Spell Invisibility
Yep,
on Daku. Who's the other one?
Edward. Edward.
So we're
Edward's
going.
quite stealthy as well, right?
We get advantage.
Yeah, he's small. But sorry, I didn't get it. Are we going down his chest or through a corridor?
I mean,
Pollux
there's
was
3
suggesting
places.
corridor.
Yeah. I mean, there are 3 routes, so it wouldn't hurt to get a scouted view of all of them. Just what's around the corner.
Okay then. Um,
Stealth
I
roll
will
at
go down south.
advantage. Make a stealth roll at advantage. Good. Okay. Get us at advantage because you're invisible. Okay. So I'm going to say, like, Daku gently places it shoulder Edward. There. Off. How long does invisibility last?
1 hour.
Yeah, that's correct.
1
1
hour.
hour.
Okay, so worry too much. Luck. All right, mate. You lead on first. I'll keep a hand on behind you. There's Malcolm and a terrible Daku. Lead Edward.
I've got a strange feeling
Yeah,
about this.
when I'm invisible, I'll put the goggles of night vision
Ah, sure.
so no one knows that I'm wearing them because they look atrocious.
Okay. Night vision.
Yeah, and yeah, then I'll slowly. I'll be on the lookout for any sort of slab that looks like it could be a trap, a pit, any yeah, anything that could trigger traps on our way.
Daku will
Hello?
do the same. Oh, yeah, Daku, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back for good. I'm so sorry, Malcolm.
No. Family first. No need to apologize. What's happened? No short rest has happened. You've decided to scout down this corridor. Daku was volunteered because he's
Didn't do much.
Well, because his stealth is so good. So the idea, Caspian has turned you both invisible. You rolled a 28 on your stealth check, and you're just going down this corridor here with it. See what's there. Point, I think,
Okay.
is to work out what the question is.
No,
So-
I'll peek through the corner as I'm here.
What you see big old pool of blood.
A pool of blood. Right. I'm not having any of that. I'll just whisper back. Alright, right, that doesn't seem good. I've had plenty of rooms with blood already. Should we just head back, Daco?
Hold on.
You also hear some splashing, as if like something was being, like maybe the blood is being picked up and dropped.
See, I'm no coward, but I 100% agree with you.
Okay, whatever's down that chest can't be worse than blood.
It's 2 chests with blood.
Right, I don't. I hear. Cause he's curious. Now that he said that there's something dropping blood, like a fountain, a waterfall.
Would it be if someone took a
Continuous-
jug of water and splashed it out? Pauses for a second, and you hear like as if a bucket of water was picked up and splashed back in. That sort of sound.
I don't see anyone, right?
Not from that angle.
Is it systematic? The sound. Is it like? Is
No.
there a okay? So
No rhythm.
I reckon it's not like a mill or a machine. It's people because it's not systematic. It's actually someone alive doing it. Right, there's definitely someone in there, but let's just head back. I've done too many mistakes today already. I don't want to cause another one.
You know, you call them mistakes. I call it actually trying to help the group. Even if it didn't work out, you still put your neck out there. And don't let no one tell you otherwise.
I can't die before I become the best bounty hunter on Favrum. And I'm not dying
Now that's
today.
what your dream is all about.
Sure, Edward
Alright,
knows
that's a
where
bet
he
then.
is because you're in Exandria, you know.
Sorry, yes.
Okay. Start heading back north
now-
through the corridor. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna restart my laptop real fast. It's lagging really bad.
Okay, we'll just have you follow Edward.
Thank you.
Gonna
I'm
check out.
invisible, right?
Yep.
So no one actually sees me approaching?
Especially with a stealth roll of 23. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna go through Prolix's and try and steal him. See what he has in his pockets.
Huh. Okay. Steal Prolix.
Yeah, he's been a professor. He's been okay. Wanna see if he has something valuable in there.
Light of hand check.
Do I have advantage?
Do.
Oh, whoa, thank God. But that's so much better.
You slip your hand in Prolix's pocket, and he instantly grabs it. Who the hell are you? There's an arcane shock against you. Rolling a 15. Does a 15 hit?
No, it doesn't. I quickly take off my glasses,
Uh-huh.
put them back in my pocket,
Yep.
and then it's me. Sorry. I was just trying to make myself aware. I'm back.
Stay out of
And
my
I don't
pockets.
recommend. It's just my height. I was just touching you. Sorry, I should have said something before.
Stay out of my pockets, Edward. Don't trust me by now. I don't know what else to say. I've stood by you. I've translated text for you. I've given you my knowledge. This is how you repay me.
Just weird. You haven't asked for anything.
It
Is
has.
this true, Edward? Did you try to steal from one of us?
His hand was literally in my pocket.
Yes, I did. I wanna know why. Everyone's down to get us.
Why didn't you just ask him?
Uh-huh.
I know he wouldn't say if he's really hiding something.
What makes you think that he's hiding something?
Well, you don't know. I was trying to know.
I'm an archaeologist. I'm interested in knowledge, in particular abyssal knowledge. That's why I am here.
After everything he's done down here to help us?
He hasn't done much.
Oh.
But what? You read squiggly lines.
Which other people cannot hear.
Anyways, I don't recommend going that way. There's a pool of blood. Someone or something is chucking down blood into it. Nothing we haven't seen yet.
Echo says, oh, do you want to check the other corridor? This way?
Can you guys remind me of why not go for that door over there? Is it because it's locked?
Which
Oh,
that
that
door?
door's open.
We just want to know what's here before we go there.
Ah, okay.
Having had this conversation, stealth roll.
Sure.
Stealth roll. Baku. At advantage, you have another one, Edward. 5 and... Okay.
I'll literally just go down this corridor. Have a look.
At the end of this... So, as you approach this, you see three kind of paths before you, Edward and Baku. One of them is lit by violet light. One of them is being lit by a red light. One of them is darkness. Seems to proceed, you have choice of one of those. Now, the map here is a little screwy, so just kind of ignore what you see. So, yeah. Three true choices. One that's looks violet, one that's red, and one penetrable.
Certainly looks like we can get lost in here, you know? So I'm not gonna go past this point. Just gonna report back. I don't know if Daku's back. I'm literally just gonna see that, not take a choice.
Yeah, Daku's gonna follow Edward, being that he almost died to a bunch of flaming skeleton heads. He's not gonna take any more chances today.
Okay.
Also, is Roll20 lagging really bad for anyone else?
It was lagging a lot for me earlier.
It's lagging a lot for me now, and I'm not sure why.
Okay for me.
Looks fine for me as well. It's working fine.
I don't trust
Guys,
random
I'm
rolls from
coming
you.
back again. This is me. This is me. Yeah, that's I
I
don't know
don't trust
what
random rolls from the DM.
I don't know what to say about that path. There's no blood, but there's 3 paths with different colors. I didn't go further than that. Now, are you still? Would you still like to take a rest before we go in,
Maybe a short one.
or should we use this invisibility to our advantage and go in, and me and Daku could go ahead? You just follow behind. If you don't hear shouting, or you don't hear us coming back to warn you, you just keep going, steady pace.
Go with that.
What do you think about this place, Plex? You seem to be the most knowledgeable about this area.
Well, a twisting labyrinth. That is, has Bissell written all over it. And the thing I fear about that is we might enter the maze and might not. Potentially trapped in there for years by the assessment of the twisting labyrinth. My understanding is you saw part of the blood pool, not the entirety of the blood pool. Something sloshing in it.
That is correct. It looked somehow circular.
Somehow circular, so without knowing what's making the sloshing sound, I couldn't comment.
It was
Third
not
option.
a machine.
Not a machine,
It's
that's
not-
interesting. But of course,
Something mechanical.
the third option is to go inside the heart of Torig. In the way I'm phrasing it, it makes it sound quite ominous, but I don't know.
I think that might be our best option.
The heart of Torig?
I agree that the yeah. So I agree the labyrinth pass might be the worst one. We could also end up separated.
I don't want to stay here for years. Edward says, almost like pouting.
I mean, a year isn't that long a time. I prefer not to spend a year down here.
So it's decided. Me and Daku go ahead. You wait about 10-15 seconds and then you follow.
How long has it been since the end of, like, since the door opened?
Take a short rest in here at all? I think you did, didn't you? Get attacked, but you
No.
No.
But I'm
there
wondering,
was,
I mean, Bog's done nothing, so I'm
was-
wondering if it's been long enough that I could have.
well, there was the 10-minute speech that Thalanel gave, plus however long Daku and Edward were exploring.
So how long have you been in here? A good few hours? 3 hours?
In this room?
In this chamber?
Oh, sorry, in this chamber. 15 minutes. Speech that Eleanor gave.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean the front door, but you mean this door. This door is...
No. Yeah. Are we all able to climb the 50-foot? Or how far is it to the door?
It's not a terribly hard climb. You basically go up the thigh of this...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you look up the map, if you look at the map in Discord, you can probably just like climb up the thigh right there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so Edward
Well-
and Caspian, you go down?
If it looks like we can't get past without fighting something anyway, then might as well have you guys go first. Try and surprise whatever's down there.
Standing
And I'll
to
go
the
down.
roof.
And I'll go down third after the invisible people.
I want to do a marching order like this. Edward and Daku are going down. Valinil after them.
Caspian after that.
Okay. Kimek, you bring up the back. Speaks from beyond, and she agrees, and she moves over there. Fantastic. Okay, but there's a little bit of you letting Edward and Caspian go ahead a little bit, so I'll just move everybody back, implying a gap. Okay, Caspian, Daku, you start descending.
Edward and Daku.
Oh, sorry, Edward and Daku. Yes, right. Edward and Daku, the invisible ones, down. Heading down is just. Initially, it's a spiral staircase. Then it kind of flattens out for a bit. No staircase at all. And then you start climbing as the stairway starts going up. Kind of doubles back on yourself, like a loop on a roller coaster. And despite the odd arrangement of the stairway, you still find yourself climbing along the stairway. At some points you feel upside down, at some points you feel sideways, and it acts like a normal step, just gravity twists in weird ways as you eventually reach the bottom. Takes a good 30 minutes to send this really weird way. And what you see, what's the delay between you guys and Edward and delay?
15-20 seconds behind us.
So maybe like 10, 15 feet.
Okay, so not very far. So I'm just going to say you all, won't really matter, you all kind of arrive at the same time. And what you see. You see right as you see the ledge in the top right, that's where you are. So you're not at the bottom of it. And you see an altar at the center, and you feel a tug on your chest, Caspian. The jewel is what you exactly said. The passage defies reality. It has distorted any sense of direction. Twists and turns that make its way through the earth to another place deep inside the betrayer's room. Walking for a good 30 minutes. Passageway ends on the east side of a circular chamber. Its walls are covered with softly glowing crystal that fill a crater at the center. At the bottom of the crater, it's an altar made of the same crystal. But I'm just going to group you up now. I bothered with much.
Do we recognize this crystal? Like this amber-like crystal? Have we seen it before, or is it very odd to see?
You can make a history check, see if you've read about it somewhere.
Definitely didn't read about it.
Oh, that's
Any of us make that?
sure. Appropriate.
Mhm.
Down here now.
Oh damn.
Feel free to arrange yourself as appropriate. But you see something else as well. Dermot. Irvin waste. Irvin just looks completely wrecked, lying down, head on the lap of Dermot. And Dermot is gently stroking his hair. You see Galsaliad, the dark elf. He's also looking completely wrecked. You see Io Jabe down there as well. He looks okay. Of course, you see Maggie.
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 Oh, it has been
Maggie
so long.
standing, but she looks uh, wrecked. But they're all looking pretty bad except for Dermot, Ayo. Finally,
Right.
you see Osia Elephant.
Is she wrecked?
Nope.
Do we get the feeling that she caused the wreckness?
Um, no, it doesn't seem so. There's no like
By the
animosity.
body position? Okay, yeah. Body, okay. Uh, me and Daka were still invisible up ahead, right? So we were
Yes.
the first to arrive here. In that case, when we spot them, I would tell Daku, look, your elven ears are better than mine. You keep an ear on them. I'm gonna warn the rest of the party. And I head back to tell everyone that we're not alone. And I kind of like describe the amber-like crystal room just before they get it, and tell them, beckon them to be quiet, as we're not alone.
Okay.
Guys, you remember Maggie? And you remember Iojabi and Galsariad? They're all there. They look beaten up, just like Bog.
Are they alive, all of them?
Irvin looked pretty bad. Maybe we should go and help. I don't know what you want to do. Daku is there keeping an eye on them. We can ask him what they've done.
They're not
Try.
demons.
How'd they get
We'll
here
be
before
okay.
us?
We can ask them that later. Something is happening. Try,
Let's go back on.
turn off the torches. Try and be quiet.
It's at least the best place where we should go. Are we gonna sneak up on them or are we just gonna greet them? I for one say we just greet them. We've worked with them before.
They are
They're
with
not bad people.
Alosia. They sided with her.
They
These
might not
bad people,
know
dear?
about her.
Who's the Loja?
Are these bad people, or how do you know these people?
No, they're fine. They're good. I mean, they tried to steal from us, but other than that, they're good.
Prolix, what do you know about whatever? What's her name? Loja?
Aloysia Telfin. She works for something called the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream. The way I like to describe it, imagine you had the ultimate destructive spell. Something that could just literally destroy a city. What would happen if the Vermilion Dream get hold of it? They would use it to their best possible advantage, unleash the destruction in a way that benefits themselves. When me myself, as a member of the Allegiance of Foresight, we would tend, shall we say, ensure it wouldn't fall into the wrong hand. Wouldn't destroy it as such, but we'd make sure it wouldn't fall into the wrong hand. That's the best way I can explain that.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure. Yep,
To
inside
see.
Prolix. Yep.
Yeah, at the mention of a city destroying weapon, I'm also gonna insight that.
Eleanor. 6. Both of you think he seems genuine. Keep in mind this was a metaphor, saying if there was such a city-destroying weapon, they would use it. They wouldn't destroy it, but they'd make sure it was never used. Believe him.
Look, I don't trust Alosia, but I trust Maggie. And to a certain extent the others as well. They just want to be heroes.
Right. I'll keep invisible until we're sure they're not gonna jump on us.
That
In a
sounds
place
like a
as
good
dark
idea.
as this. I'm sorry.
That I move back. Well, I don't have Alexander because he's not invisible, so I'm not gonna have him.
At the moment,
I
I
would say
just
in a place as dark as this, we should at least try and help each other.
I'm a neutral party in all this. Would it be better if I try to speak for us?
I'll be
it
fine with speaking to them. I know them.
it could be interesting to see how they react to a third party, where their head's at. They don't know you.
They
If
could probably
maybe
tell you more.
if you went down there and you spoke loudly so we could hear.
I'm gonna tell Daku to position himself, and I separate from the party whilst they decide what to do. Go down, tell Daku to go north whilst I go south, whispering.
Oh, okay.
If I know where he is, I go to where I last left him.
Okay. After having yet another conversation with tactics, Espion and Daku to others at advantage.
Edward and Daku.
Oh, sorry. Edward and Daku. Espion cast it, but Castium doesn't get to make a roll. Oh, 22, lucky for the invisibility. Daku?
Am I rolling too?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Stealth with advantage.
Sneaking around to the top invisible.
Wow,
Imagine
nice.
that's a problem for
Ow.
Daku. Okay, 25. Okay, so you sneak around, and what you see and hear, well, explained what you saw, like Irvin's head and Dermot's. Dermot is saying, it's going to be okay. We're out of here. It's okay. It's okay. And you hear Irvin Wastewater says, I don't know, mate. This is pretty bad. I don't know how we're going to get out of here. Damn place twists and turns. I don't know. Aloysia is just wandering around the altar. And well, if only we had that damn jewel, that poor Caspian, might be able to crack this. Without that, I don't know what we.
Daku's. I was just gonna say, Daku's about to have a lot of fun with this.
Okay. And Gausaliad is just studying this altar. He's right up next to it, trying to work it out. Aya is doing the same thing. And Maggie is just kind of hunched over in a corner. She looks. Maggie, for the most part, has a good spirit, but her back is just slumped in her. See? What do you guys do?
Guys, I understand the curiosity about how they would react to Thalaniel, but I prefer not to go in with deception and hidden agendas.
Well, if they try to steal the jewel, we need to be ready for a fight and decide how far we're willing to go to defend it. But maybe they'll let us look at what's in there and what's down there without interrupting us.
Daku is going to walk back to the group
Okay.
and he's whisper. It would appear that they are trying to steal the jewel. I have an idea to scare them off, but I will need those of you with magical capabilities to play along. Or,
What is your plan?
or we can face them head forth. It's up to you, but I have
To
Have you
scare
tried-
them off, they're gonna have to exit where we are right now.
Have you tried talking to them at all? I mean, the first thing you guys have ever done since I've met you is just immediately rush into combat.
With this lot, unfortunately, we have a bit of bad blood.
Well, with some of them, most of them are okay.
Yeah, Maggie's cool.
Yeah, Maggie is okay, Durvan is okay. Yeah, Irvin tried to steal from us, but that's just because Ayu wants to be the hero herself, and I think that doesn't mean she doesn't want to help us.
Yep, Princess Icarus is flying too close to the sun.
I mean,
So I
if they're
really
not
think
entirely bad people, I'm really good at smoothing things over between conflicting parties.
I vote we just go in and talk to them. And Edward and Naku can just stay hidden in case things go wrong. But that should just
I,
be the backup plan.
I do have a plan if things go south, so I will stay to the north.
Okay.
I trust all of your judgments, just I would describe. It might be a good idea to tell our new friend here about what they've tried to do to us.
Well, they didn't try that much, just tried to steal the jewel. That's the
Well,
worst
let's go
part.
down then.
These people would do anything to win, basically, as far as I saw. Not Maggie, but yeah, the others.
Yaku is going to go north.
Okay. The rest of you just proceed down the corridor. Announce yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Caspian would
Yeah,
go up front if
I'll,
the others would let him.
Okay,
I'll
so as
head
you,
down the corridor as well.
okay,
Not exactly hiding.
you head down, making a secret of it. You hear Caspian, and then the other ones kind of file in behind you. Maggie had her head bowed. She looks up and you could swear she has a couple of tears rolling down her cheeks. She turns up and a smile erupts over her face and she says, "Oh, Caspian! Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. And Bog! My old friend Bog! I'm so happy to see both of you." And oh, nods at the other ones.
Maggie,
Hey, gorgeous.
what happened to you?
Well, let me allow me to explain. Ayo places a hand on Maggie's massive shoulder and says, "Well, we found a way down there. It seems you have too. As I no doubt you'll have heard this cavern twists and turns. And there are several tests of Tiamat that we solve. Very success. We fought demons, we fought creatures. Now we're very much at it. Now, I know that one of you, necklace, seems the obvious place. Altar. While we have our differences, have uh shall we see a common purpose. See Irvin, El Saliad, even Maggie of serious beating. Out of here alive and alone. I'm suggesting for the moment a temporary truce to animosity. What do you think?
I
And before we do that, you want to start climbing down, Edward?
Yes, if I could try and get to this ledge here above Aloysia.
It looks tricky to go down there. Actually, all of these guys are more at the bottom. Not at the bottom of it. Takes your decision, let me know, but they're all kind of at the bottom. You look down and it's very slippery. There's lots of sharp bits and pieces down here. If you fail to climb down, you think, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get to a ledge above Aloysia, like if this ledge would do it.
Okay,
Um,
make me an athletics check. Oh, you may not make an
ooh,
You slip You take damage while you wait. I think
Nope.
it does.
Nope, it's if you attack or cast a spell that affects somebody else.
Thug, 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 thug.
Do I fall all the way down, or
You could fall all the way down there. Actually, you were wanting to stop. Where did you want to stop?
roughly there, like a ledge above her?
I'll say you land a ledge above her, that's fine, and you kind of catch your arm and it cuts a deep gash down your side, which is kind of bad, but it also stops your descent.
I think the speech that Falanil did protect from all of that damage.
Oh, yeah, with the tip. Ayo, as she asks this question, takes a deep spin. It's proposing a truce and already the shenanigans going on. Don't see that fool Edward or Daku anywhere. Trying to stab us in the back? That's your plan, Caspian?
No,
Why?
but we were worried about how this meeting would end up. And the fact that I'm standing here in front of you, I hope shows that I am willing to talk. However, you have tasked Irvin to steal the necklace, the jewel, from us before, so we were cautious. And I do believe that wolf and Edward is sliding down behind you right this moment. Edward, just say hi to the rest.
If can I choose to not be invisible? Oh, I know. I attack the amber with my sword. I hit the wall behind me with my sword. That will
I'm gonna
take
say,
No.
away my invisibility.
I'll just drop invisibility on both of you because
Yeah.
that's the only way to get
And
her trust.
I just smile back at all of them. If we wanted to kill you, we would have. I'm so happy to see you all alive. Man, this place has been a mare.
If you wanted to see me, Miss Jabe, all you had to do was ask. And Doc is gonna slide down the pillars to the group.
athletics check, please.
Apologies for the loud one back there. We don't mean you to your group any harm. By the way, my name is Thalanil.
No.
We're also very in bad condition. Are you the leader of this group?
They look to me for leadership if that is the way. I do not know who you are, miss. Patience. When you are standing next, I wish to.
Can
Cas-
I just say something?
Sure.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, Miss Isle. But last time you tried to steal the necklace from my friend here and you missed. But this time I can assure you that the necklace is in a way safer place. And I cast like a minor illusion and I attempt to take the necklace from my shell and I
Okay.
show the illusion to Io and to everyone else. I am holding the necklace right now, so if you want it, you have to take it from me. And I put it back, and I put the illusion back into my shell.
Sure. Can you make a deception or sleight of hand check at advantage?
Right. Deception or sleight of hand. Okay, sleight of hand. Oops, I forgot to roll in advantage. Just roll again.
At least 16. 16. Well, Caspian, I wouldn't have thought you would have given up such a precious item. Chemic. I think
Yes.
what we do seems obvious to me. Putting jewel of down and place it up. Let's make decisions from there. And Loisia says, look, we are in a difficult position. Makes you better. Retreat up here a little bit, and she slides back up, and we will see what happens. We've come this far, it seems foolish. Take the jewel of the three years, place it on. alchemic, if you'd be so kind.
One
Uh,
thing before we
is
go
this
on.
how
Io,
you believe this will help the individual in question?
I think it will answer questions. Have no answers.
Io, you've at least one of you has tried to steal this previously. Um, I think, like you said, a pause to the animosity would be best. So how about you and your group go a little further up and maybe start taking a rest while we investigate?
When
I
Bog
think
says that, can I? Sorry for interrupting. Can I just roll an insight on what Io said just a while back when she wanted to join hands and join strengths to get
Sure.
out of here alive?
Yep, okay,
Um,
you absolutely can. And I can't remember who was telling them to get back. Was it Caspian?
That was Bog.
I was Bog.
Bog.
The Bog, I was like, make me a persuasion check at advantage.
I mean, we know the way out, so we don't really need like.
I'm gonna try to help him in by saying, um, however, if you wish to have someone standing close by, I trust Maggie. I assume you guys trust Maggie as well. That
it, okay, given the
work for him.
Caspian is saying that, I don't know what they would do, but Edward would move Alexander right in front of Caspian, and he would say, "There seems to be a lot of tension in the room. I know I haven't been the nicest person to be around. I swear I'm always trying to do the best. But Caspian, would you trust me on this? Please."
Trust you, Edward? Always.
And I move my fingers and I puppeteer Alexander to extend his arm, like asking you to give him the jewel, to the puppet that is now floating in front of you.
And the puppet, it's a shadow. It can't take things, right?
It can. It absolutely can.
Just saying this,
Uh,
Dermot drags Irvin up to the top here. Now Saliad stumbles. Actually, what actually happens, sorry, is Maggie helps them. Maggie seems to be able to traverse this quite well. And he goes to take Io's hand. Io says,
then you're at least gonna have to take 5 steps back. You understand, of course, don't you?
I think the only way the tension is gonna go away, if Caspian is not giving the jewel, I will continue speaking,
Um,
is if we let Io or Maggie take the jewel and put it on the altar themselves. Only then I think we'll show that we mean no harm and we can trust you.
I think
I'd
that's a
rather.
step too far, but I do think that this way that we're standing is perfectly fine. And Caspian's just gonna misty step right up to the altar.
"Vroomp." Hey,
If you
And
prefer, I'm a neutral party in both arguments. If you both trust me, I could take this amulet and put it on the altar.
already gone, Thelanil. Empty.
And he
and
teleports, I change position with
Okay.
Alexander.
Well,
and
Caspian.
as I stand there, I'm first
Kids
gonna
nowadays,
turn back.
kids nowadays always rushing too fast into things.
I'm just gonna
And
turn around to Io.
she will also disappear into starlight and appear next to Caspian.
Okay, Caspian.
I'm first just gonna turn around to Io and just extend my hand to shake hers. Let's
She
trust each other.
frowns a little bit as return. Like one of those firm, look you in the eye type hands.
Thank you. And then we're gonna turn to Maggie and say, "It's good to see you again, gorgeous."
Good to see you
Oh.
too, Caspian.
Then I'm shaking Jewel of Three Prayers out and placing it on the altar.
As soon as you place on the... Now everybody sees, not just Kess. Become obvious as well, but Maggie, Aliad, Io, they all see it. A spectral figure blossoms forth from the air. This warrior, who has called himself Elixian, previous visions, looks up at you, Caspian, with a faint smile, says, "You came. You followed. You can find me." And the crystals around you grow brightly. Your vision goes completely white. Then you see a company of armored soldiers, Elixian among them, walking towards the Betrayer's Rise. Their expressions are grim. Though they do not speak, you can tell that not one of them expects to come home. And the vision shifts again. Everyone in the company of soldiers is dead, except for Elixian, who continues to fight while surrounded by the corpses of mortals and demons. He is hurled across the battlefield by the claws of a gorilla-like demon. The scene blurs once again, and he falls to his knees, pleading before a simple wooden altar that bears the holy symbol of Avandra. At the end of the prayer, he is lifted to his feet by a tall, young woman with brown skin and flowing black hair. A foreboding voice cuts through this scene of divine intervention, and Elixian freezes. "Changebringer and immortal," moistened. "What brings you into my sacred, devouring darkness? Even if you can save him, Changebringer, he will suffer. He will die. He will be forgotten. And all that he has worked to save will crumble and be devoured by worms. Why invite further suffering? Let go! Give in. All is futile in the end, so why?" As the voice trails off, Elixian turns to face you, Espion. Falls to his knee, tears in his eyes, and the scenery shifts, and the Forsaken Warrior is now underwater amid the ruins of a sunken city. I'll say that again. And the Forsaken Warrior is now underwater amid the ruins of a sunken city. "The crawling king spoke true," says Elixian. "All was futile. All has been forgotten. I am lost in darkness. Please help me set it right." Put that in chat, because I know you're going to probably that in a bit.
Are we all there? Or are we just spectators?
Nope, you all saw that. At a few times he made contact with Caspian, but you're all spectators watching this video.
We can't interact with it, we're just watching.
Yep. A moment's to do that. As this vision fades, see a spectral figure of Elixian. It's still present. It is right here in this crystalline chamber. Takes a hand, places it gently onto Caspian's cheek. Can maintain this form for just a moment. Please, if you have any questions, ask me now before I lose my grip here. Caspian, what would you ask of me?
Where are you, and how can we get to you?
I don't know exactly where I am. I'm in this underwater place, surrounded and lit by a crimson glow. And these people! They are harvesting saltness in this glow, and it's leaving me in darkness. And this very act they're doing is torturing me. Hurry! Hurry, Caspian, I'm not sure how much longer I can hold on.
I will get to you. We will get to you. But when we get there, what do you require of us? Just to get these people out of here. But how do we
Stop!
save you?
Stop the people taking away the light. This crimson thing is almost blood red. Stop them harvesting and free me. Free me, Caspian, free me. Visions a little bit more transparent.
Just we know that
That was poorly timed.
He disappeared.
Caspian disappeared first.
Oh, and Alexian vanishes. Oh. Back, David?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
not sure what.
Yeah, we can hear you, so you're good.
I know that you were brought by 3 gods, the Moonweaver, Avandra, but who was the third one?
That is a good question. Let me quickly check my notes, because I've forgotten myself. Right.
If people have questions, just push
It
them
was
to me, because I can't
Sahanine,
think of everything.
the Moonweaver, who helped me. Avandra of the Chamber. Coralon, Archard, biggest of all the elven gods. They helped me. Oh, right, copy it all.
Wants to ask about the red tendrils. What is this?
I think more, yeah, if something would be good to know is more about him. We don't know much about him. Why was he chosen? What was special about him that the gods favored him so much? And he seemed like yeah. Why him?
My grip is fading. Please, one more question, quickly. Answer what I can.
I guess asked about the red tendrils and what is this like? And Edward's question as well was good.
But it's Caspian's question, so I'll let him.
You see you see Alexian. He's looking around at all of you, pleading for one of you to ask a question.
Alexian, what?
I
How
put
did you
thought-
become the
Very good.
divine favorite of the gods? And what was so special about you? Who are you exactly?
I was. Oz. I was. The only thing special about me is I was born under the full moon of Ruidius, the cursed moon, and it cursed me to a life of suffering, and I decided to spend my life shielding others from pain, since I myself was already doomed to suffer. And then the selfless act, I think, attracted them, and they kept me alive. They made me a great warrior. But now, I am in pain. I am in so much pain. And just before his vision's about to disappear, you see these red tendril-looking things, very thin, the diameter no greater than a centimeter. They kind of wrap around him. They seem to yank him down, and the vision disappears. Chemic. These red tendrils look incredibly familiar.
Yes, those red tendrils are the same they're holding my mom. and she shouts for him not to go before he disappears.
I thought your mom.
Alexian,
It's gone. It's gone.
Those
underwater
are
ruins.
exactly the same.
Those underwater ruins. That's connected to my mission where I have to go to.
Aya says, what are you talking about? What mission?
The people are down there.
Maybe we should get out of here before.
Elves from long ago.
I too think we should get out of here for now and just process what it is we just saw.
We should go rest.
If I
Caspian will
may.
put the jewel on his neck again.
Okay. Know how to do that. This is fine, Caspian. At the awaken.
Ooh.
Beat the old jewel. You know how to do that on D&D?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Altered state now. Up the what changes from. Aloysian says, well, before
Sorry,
you have
exalted or awakened?
or awakened, you're right, awakened. It was dormant,
Oh.
now it's awakened. Sorry, you're right. So it's in the awakened state now. Don't know what I said, but it's awakened. Aloysius says, well, that is very interesting. It seems that this creature in a sunken city. I know of a sunken city. And I know how to get there. And I know how to get any of you drowned city. You don't. Water room.
Yes, I do.
I know vaguely of a location of one.
And where would that be? Elf.
It is located. Can I insight Aloysian?
Sure.
Check from the books I read as well.
Okay. Make a history check. Imagine. You haven't had much with Aloysi. You read on it. No, you haven't.
Look, it's good that you know of a
There's-
sunken city. I just think
there's
this is
a-
not the place to discuss it. Let's just get out of here.
There's
I'd
a
like-
sunken city.
Sorry.
There's a sunken city underneath the desert city.
With this, Aloysia raises. You are talking of Ankarel, Elf.
If that's what it's called in its current age.
Well, you may flee back to Bazaza. I have the ability. I am from. Is your friend over Alex? Alex, you would know that I have ways of getting back there. But a blink of an. Alex says, yes, that is true. And I had to take ships to get here, but he just bamfed and got straight here, so I know he has the ability. So what I am proposing, teleport one of you with matters of most urgent, simply must insist. All you need to do is hold my hand.
I prefer to stay with the rest of my group. I'm sorry, but I don't
agree,
trust you.
I agree. It's far too dangerous for us to split up. We should all stick together.
You have another way of getting to Alexian quicker, let me know. I can get straight to Cass. Surely time is up.
Um,
And you
Aloysius,
really can't help all of us, because for some reason I don't believe that. You got here with a large group, or you're just really planning to get out of here on your own.
An inside check, Caspian.
Would I be able to do an inside check as well?
Sure.
+0. Let's go, baby. Oh wow, pretty good.
When he says just you, it seems odd. Just you, kid. Of the essence.
You're just trying to separate me, to steal from me, aren't you?
No. Trying to get you to Alexian as quick as you possibly.
Why not take Bog or Edward or myself? Why specifically him?
It seems whatever's happening, this creature is tied up to the Jewel of Prayers. Which I assume Caspian has now put on his.
Yeah,
So it simply must be Caspian.
I'm sorry,
We should
but I'm
be
not
together.
leaving my friends behind. We get out of here together, we're not getting out of here at all. If you have a way to get all of us out of here, then I'm happy to be accepting your help. But I'm not abandoning my friends, if that's what you're suggesting.
well,
Jeez.
you might try, but you're stuck with me at least.
He steps back. While I see you being selfish, Caspian. Only worrying about your own safety with that very noble being. Torture. She beckons around her.
Daku's gonna kind of step in front of Caspian. I don't quite like the way you're trying to yield my friend. Unless you have a way for all of us, we are done here.
Ah,
The group
seems-
is injured as well. If you can just wait one day, we can all be healed up and go together.
God damn it.
That is too long. Caspian,
One day is
roll me a d20.
one day is no time at all. It's merely an instant.
Sorry, what did I have to roll?
D20. Aloysian reaches into her satchel. She brings out a disc, throws it on the ground. Voomf. All of them disappear. As she does this, just grasping in it, kind of twist and falls in her finger, and another one of these. Voomf.
Thank God they didn't try to attack.
Gosh, I was so ready to use my chronal energy.
That is one of Aloysian's teleportation discs. If we want to follow, we need to follow. Well, we do. It's up to you. But I believe if we use that, it would take us to Ankaral.
Would you be
Guys,
able
get
to
around.
guide us in Ankaral? You know
Oh,
your
yes.
way around it.
It's my hometown.
I know I said you haven't helped, but
Would you be able to get us to a place to rest once we're in Ank'Harel?
Oh, I know all of the inns around. Of course.
thank you, Prolix.
Welcome.
So
Alex.
we're going back. We're
Alex.
going back underwater. That's great.
No, we're going to Alexian. Alexian is fine. It is called the Jewel of the South. It is truly a sight to behold. You will love it, Daku. Please, hurry up. Gather around me. Not sure how long this... I feel we need to go now. This teleportation disc we can use at any point. But if we wish to see what Aloysian is up to, we need to go now.
Caspian just picks it up and get around, guys. Let's get moving.
Anybody not gather around?
gather around, yeah.
Body gathers round. Espin, throw the disc down and activate it. All disappear, and you appear. Tune in next week for the continuing adventures of the party who has still not chosen a name for them. And I am actually running a little late, so I have to run and get my kids. I just wanted to retrieve this. So I gotta go, guys. Thanks. See you next week. Bye.